10 enlargement aba hono ane ye de catheter shop bem no nyina no awoso kona akopon ban sere be asanya de wai ebe free ayo system ne mo and wachi uyo bi a stroke and how say bi a wodie so na ben kuma na sa so ayo nifa so nyina no be kona fe won so waje wayare se biem no sa wo your ban menstrual pains and how and I say bi a your ban wa tinka sem no eno so ayira atekwa abomori enso be ko aye ebi enso nchana deba ko ne say ebi say wani ana dabia no pusa and so wo bi a wo share glasses se biem aye wa ete ana to ani no so be say ne won so utimi tu chasetei efruwa ebi ne tu ama ne mom ya no wa share so say won fa dro enso wani so anyesa and the problem ebe be sense wani die yen fa ni agrokra abomori enso no ebi ye be kasa wodru kwara so dwena se me market no etu on ma pe na ebi ye wa wono ayi adwuma na bie wo so mo domain kro no wo beneza preschool ho ana so ebe ka ebi ye na nkomo bia ka bia no woni doctor so adini kama friend was 0541565199 ebi ejo so enano pe kwaja from ani na chanko toothpaste no ene chasa regular fluoride eya adwuma pa do be easy ade atwu sibia beboa wo se ebe fita kama hoden ebe ba wo sinimo wo se chinam aye kan se gam a chasa no e support to sinin nyina no eno so ebe nya hoden apa mo brush aye mu teeth na emoje frase eba nyina no wonya koja komo product ni bia no enso abebo regular fluoride dane aye charcoal toothpaste no a ana ye kamfo ed amona no pai afa mouthwash no kojak P and kojak F omodia no eno so awodwaman so ana kojak pro code aye droba ko a ebetu migraine ase ebiem aye otifa ene dwa wana so dia no enso aye katana ba nyina no ebekọ o pebia to a o kashi drug lane ene aye central market do bia beso to bia no won so ebeka 0244559597 koja firma enso ene obekasa na semen vita herbal mixture no ene the capsules and after pre-care aye powder aye again ye eno ene ye kan wa so eto say na enkabon ne say woto adro no wi abamori enso be friend number eno egu adro no number wo friend no wo na be tro kwa wo fa so adro yi wo banum na chesa brama onya do no nyina no wa clear the flow system nimo na make so you be sisi and ya say wo your banner so your bema wo dia no ayo siatica ana banner simple nei ayo kokko na dunya honamani wo mo jam anaso woni so again no abebo ma cheso to ase kama bema obetede e wo mpama mo ba no enso obesepe no wo mpama a eno eya again enrebo mori enso be pabie enso atwa na semensa ba ayo clinic enso ya djuma e wo kumase asokware mampa hono omane rural bank no ene di enhwe wo be ko ama ya hwe wo yo bana so ye bema e ba no se bi arthritis nom ene chesasiatic nom ene prostate enlargement ene e ba no liver and kidney problems ni nyina no wo be ko semensa ba clinic hono body massages akoso ayo physiotherapy ndi kan nyina no wo mo be ama ana lab test ene scans ni nyina no wo be nya bi atwa e hono wo kwa wo frɛ number yi 0240826995 na on a cements enkasa
wo and I don't pay ye remna afia din komo high sense aso na the other bro AC promo no and ye kan wasem e the actual on 28th of April and ye starting promo every MI the be on the 8th of May and no a Friday and AC promo no ba na we two pair condition actually a fully nyanya just all bought a Ryan showroom and pay from 1.5 horsepower LPM 10.0 nyina no wo benya bi na afia ni ma ye kama every amamo e wa kra mo okuma se mo we mankasim and oboase mo sunyai be bia mo bia no mo betimi abora showroom and no pay now what you high sense AC no now they are coffee everyday prices with everyday people 0302550000 now what do nkomo na beverages no Lawson Beverages Limited wonu madaruma woman at the Lawson delay man and a beaters area banana draw so say different flavor cra na go numa wotumi say trem sentinel enso emonum eye dey adura wotumi say onuma ya obia ne akire na ntomne say onuma eye ho adwuma no adwuma ne bia ye ne say wo ye bema wontumi perform we e won pam a eno ehili erectile dysfunction tiana wahye no so ana ne ye premature ejaculation eye delay man beaters eno ana bebo delay man capsules no yo ba na wotie me ko afichi a wote yaw eye na ne utwa wonsa ade no eye wo yam uti pains a ni nyina eye droway eye delay man ene capsules ano na anya bi na afem wonuma ebeboa wonum na ye ho adwuma no na ese buthi wo libido e won pem edro e wo adwuma so numbers near 0248619999 na what in come 3p garlic mixture e adrupa na 3p no high blood pressure and some sugar level no ana e wo soro obi o ha wa ye kese obese ne so te obi a wono so mi kese o te menstrual pain so your ba eno no unya bi na anuma e betimi abo wo nan na won sata etitriti a wodro ne ye stroke eno wada form be na watwe anabosume miansa afinie mo ma no 3p no starting no bi anwoden stronko ebe ba manante eno eye nkonya droi ensom na yiba bia to adro bia no okwa so ba 3p garlic mixture 0248928824 na oni perfecting common natural company limited natural for no a day proslab capsules ana bana Johnson 7 no ehun ye fa o ta Johnson 10 bia 5 minutes bia be gunsuo ye tu kwan dia ne na agye no kra because kaya yetimi be 5 journeys and 5 hour journey na eko na 5 hours yi na ye be du ha medunso be du ha medbra enye wunti ne ye be giragina kwa mo nti de wo yade a ye ho adro ansa na watu kwan ewa eno ana proslavi make kan wasem de ama se unum bia o ene obetima atrem from how to Accra ye be du lenda do okra nya de se ne obeti adunso ni nyina se prostate no eho edi eye na true man capsules no so na no so de ye ne se bema wa ye mre wo ye na besene oya ya na wodja ba from ode na true man obeso oya bema mu na afia de taw enso efefa wani mu fifire ebo abaso so wo bema eno eye true man capsules eno ana bebo ne eye Congo ointment enso eye adwuma honamani nsa bia egu honamani no eye Congo ointment 0249017101 na wodi nkomotabia nro no ewe adwama so tabia heba mixture eno eye 3D malaria draw die bia malaria no tese level bia edu bia ni peduanum no eno ebeji e de free wo wonu matu ntimi ni di ana afe wota complaining awodeme ana uhuro edeme won sada ehu sade ene system no e operate a wodi abadwa bia no ano no djumadie no ensom na bekoso kama ediamo ni peduanum na tabia ba capsules no ni ani sisi ene ya sisi amama ya je aboso so na wonante obu a wokoto na asema ba bema esa masisi no emu ya dempa eno tabia ba capsules no ana bebo tabia takum no meme dibie na metafribi ni mienu no masa she ye tafribi ni edibi na se ye kasom na mungamu masa ano sepa no ana bema sha tinkani wo ba tinkani wa na yakata akum no wasem ensom na dia 0243686861 adrei open asem se bia orienta wodi bedu na nim no obe sha omre be pa ho eno ebi nsida se stroke ana se obi a ono so ne bema afon infection sama adia yekitua bi ana afa won wasem ana ye den edema doctor sabra me ka se doctor tena se anopei ewo abua kwa agogo school junction mo am kran so ene ne mpata mu ye poko asema ye numbers ne 0244774282 na fe woni ya doctor din komo emulate ne de ye kama obia bio na immune system no ye mfa ni agro obia wo ye nipa bia body eye adwuma ebre wunya drebi so benom mo amoye janwa dwuma sanya level ni sitie bia no wunya emulate ya eno ebebo antipa bi na afe eno ba bia ye to adro bia odo ase kantanka adro no pa bi ye be ma bi na afe nso watimi anoma na Alaska de MZZ kroma wo bia ni wa obeto no because no ma pa di sese dem de say yeah, you can say blind curtains and open and as a wallpaper see one and a dibia ba PVC floor house or be or a new ma they see them say mat and I say artificial grass nina or be known as your mom proba na they don't do a tuni do me and the boss FM building and a general cross circle tiptoe lane wa 0554114878 in afia D and come see horse or traku cool and 10 year and no an car engine the bia o coca be no bie bonnet na wo hwe nsuo gum ene ade problem ni nyina ne say to seahorse or traku coolant unya bia eno abebo aka de ben nante abra overheat na engine no say aluminium and I say iron and ye dia no eno so utimi eyusu seahorse edema your numbers near 0544 133169 unya seahorse a the Characteristic Ventures was a drone ye nyina ne say nam ya rio chaman em say wo de ade anante a amadi enso makofa baby emfa say gonoi when you be a man so aseo enkoya we dey as one mixture in gene infections a draw a 2-in-1 ubobia ebeyi kikaye ni bia fi ho enso ngade ama na man capsules no a meme draw eno dey mema yeteso a na ya sorry e di asem de maye pa ana fe hindi no enso na diabetes and typhoid no e shi e fro 0246348334 na ya din komo ruta enro no eni ruta Mr. Ruta Live and Ruta Tonic a 3-in-1 Ruta Mixture eno a malaria pa DMZ draw yam fanachi enka draw bia wasem biem enfam no aneso pebie Ruta Live moja dia fusane ewo unipeduanum anafe Ruta Tonic nso dia boanisa typhoid fever eno ebe fro Ruta nre ewo Ghana afana ba bia 0242662220 now what din come power specialist and I'm di we na afia kwamno na ya ma me doctor agoso adua ya nie drone de obi pa say yare a your friend hepatitis and a fatty liver dia prostate and asembia obi a stroke and a problem e woni kidney ya ma me e wa adua bibi drug crunching and what dey say yare e wona so ya me ka say watena se okumasi fe ya say Wosomtwi road e wa adua ya junction mo akra no kwabenya e ACP road power hospital bus stop and a fin crying takrade de no eye anaji estate ho ana orekodo e ho 0244 544422 na oni ama me doctor akosua adua ya edin komo fancy
wo yemre na yemra meto aso ewo ha na afi yen share yen question of the day brought to you by Amuzupi Herbal Mixture say wonya infection or ba say candidiasis candida and I say payments we tebite fu bemba na em say enye crab won betimi so bia boxes nim na ye tan afei man no so behwe na nka wom yana very chesenya kra enye kra ha dwen pantini nyina no say unya bia ebeboa na amanioma so I fa wote say bia nya sana na tie na bia unya unpleasant smella bomori anso be kwakope amuzu drone bi Amuzupi na wabobono adaroma na ye day question of the day ema na o say yemisa sana dwi as simple as ABC when ana ebe qualify by Munchin our alliance arena coming up against PSG when and qualify couple
Kwaku Emmanuel message on Facebook was say PSG to qualify more fire fancy and couple fire emoji eteche and no dodia ba wenso boche Lincoln was say Bayern Munchen or there is a Bayern free and qualify and a messenger one enso a day abawe Pope and Newton was say Bayern Munchen and for sure one qualify and I cast say PSG okay or say PSG be fan fala and on so atro a day abanes a PSG for wo mu ebe qualify when so awudu a message or there was a Bayern and Arsenal wo mu ana eremu was the grand finale kojo ade was a Bayern Munchen for wo mu betuja erem the final and no do dia ba Davo Yiram was a Bayern Munchen wo mu na qualify and no Davo message no Junior Alonso as a Bayern for qualify Alonso message XL Enoch as a Bayern Munch Bayern for ana qualify Fancy Di Maria Kevin we nyako was Bayern for qualify Kevin message and ye and I will so na kunsu kodoko simple for Bayern Munchen and enumere na se fala Bayern our alliance arena
well na we say Bayern Munchen never qualify na I'll say Bayern to qualify papa pa friend Annabelle Kofi and a day message no and so at the Banana pay live on the show away and so I say good morning fancy Bayern Munchen 5 Paris Saint-Germain 4 Bayern qualifies on penalties way Felix and a day so free East Legon at the Banana pay I feel say Paris Paris Saint-Germain to qualify, says Kingsford Iron on YouTube. And away say PSG ever qualify. Where only Simon and so a message and so any na appear wisdom say I bind. And I say Kofosu say bind for no qualify, bind to qualify. Where new boys and so this message a banana pay show so way a say well Paris Saint-Germain and when so Charles Anderson so say Bamunchin and about qualify last but not the least Zara Mistress was say Zara Mistress okay or say a PSG and so and about qualify T and so I don't know we went there and I read the BC Kwambia so the BC Nyansi and the Kwambia so na ma men share me betwe quote na yenko foreign emra famu danini wo BW53 E52 860 12 O's BW53 E52 E19 and here 10 O's BW53 E53 B0C 10 O's good. BW53 E53 58B last code BW53 E54 04A see Wontumi
buying for you be a fine
okay
buy a munching Alliance Arena
I don't hope someone to qualify
buying for ever qualify fine and do more
now why not
buy a munching
na buying a quack share Arsenal do be she Arsenal be our own fan of Mario Crofone shed day Arsenal and you're buying. But the only PSG the bad match. I'm fancy. You be a Bayern. I feel Joe Masowani Dumno. And him ho. No, they can or they bass a match.
And the new cry. And you do my damn Bayern Alliance Arena and an engine room obey. Ah, fancy.
Wow, Eddie Blaine say football pays. And it's time for Arsenal to be rewarded with a Champions League title.
And see football rewarded. Your hard work will let you win the trophy, not rewarding you. Hey, rewarded the Azenga teams where you can say this moment team baby AC Milan mudie the Omaya the Azenga ya reward money at you about dancing or more democofo ma be dancing 1 year no reward sympathy be any baby amobia football no your hard work and how do you win and I win and I really as a fancy no near the call.
Arsenal no chabain no washabain no
yeah can
3-1
yeah can
and no crown ma me say the only gua
yeah
ebia obeka say group face no mo consider wo ho but from the knockout ban there no bia nkoshe go
yeah, of course but yeah the character and the ball final na yeah Champions League.
Two was also say Arsenal for
only Derby 2006 Barcelona say no.
Since then encore final
game and 2026 was our final
2024 Arsenal quarter 2025 semi 2026 final
yeah
Tines on beje 2027
this should be a BBC about this moment there.
Hey, Munya Buturo because say PSG say Bino Arsenal Budapest no one Arsenal team
fine fancy guy yeah character the ball final we moment Wontumi fancy na Arsenal na Arsenal na Kanu
ade dey na wo
the man who say
as a mama na full and yes obi obe qualify and the bia baba beje
o mu na dey say eki
Dabi one Arsenal team dey
yeah hu ba
couple itue wow
final na ye Kanu
couple itue wow
Final. You say final.
Yo.
Final.
101.3.
New reward be out. New reward be out to Chinese and Kobo Bono. Now reward. Moving to Chinese and Kobo Bono.
Final. Just one off game. Bakugo. Arsenal for it. So we're buying. We are PG. But that mo ban on my boys him. No madana one on my boys him. Nanko for in your free kick do any more set piece be. In your corner baku say. No Tom say wo.
O message ero kwafesu. Ha! Anoso na hwe be so mbebre no. Same ya ye bo final Arsenal take lead no one. No, and I just be defending against Bayern and I can appear and obey be 10. And go me more. And you would say Budapest or higher. Tian train and ready and ready busy. You imagine feel so crash no more Champions League. Arsenal for
because already came soon. Our final epping.
Yeah.
That was 2-6.
Yeah.
Simeone soon twice, 2014, 2016. Arsenal was soon be a real.
Yeah.
On Sunday soon our final be
none your man's.
Dear no Muslim. So soon the area. Sanko on Kobe ain't tasty defeat that they are. And I because say yeah. But what could be a tasty defeat.
At the end of soon near the Champions League, you know, you so mine I did you know who many be so many view. So why not a fat player be the Champions League? No, Arsenal needs us to mine be all.
Arsenal to me, Champions League.
Foul, be a bit Mama Suma be a foul.
Okay,
and sanity. Buying funny PH, so mine be womb. A womb desert doing so mine. Oh, Vichakra Scalia, so mine to be funnel. Bayern Munich listen, no Luis Diaz, so mine form easy. But Arsenal, to me, for
some few Arsenal,
almost the same.
Man, if you ask now,
there be fancy not here. You, Miss Woman, you want to crown face with champions. Woman, you be
almost said you. My money, PH, no more. Arsenal to Tokrona more.
But Tokrube, find out the Tokrube them. Shall find out something I can fancy. Ateta. Would you need
Wontumi?
I did you obey Yami as you.
Martinodi got never left the Champions League title, no.
Okay.
I don't know how. I saw you Chelsea. Chelsea won in person now, Beji.
And now,
Arsenal to Premier League. No, Sanjay the Champions League. Go my double. Mama double that.
Heavy double there. Tell me, you no cry for your kakata. You just you have Vanco.
We say Capo is not professional.
Now move to matter. We say one other cabat.
Now we are not professional.
We're not professional. Nous sommes cabat.
So I was all to say Wontumi. When they send for professionalism,
a quantity de moi on your professional, but a commander professional. With
I will be saying on all your dream. Kwame Ayuba so on all your dream. I also PSG will win again. Okay, war, yeah, Kwaba. War, real quick, and I will pay live on Wontumi TV, digital satellite, and I'll pay live on Wontumi TV, live on YouTube, Facebook, no, a new page, Wontumi 101.3 FM, and I'll pay. Arsenal has already done their final celebration. Kojo Junior. Me say, oh dear, Obekasa Mekai. Yes, I mean, African on the pass will be obvious Arsenal final piano.
Yeah,
yeah. Sharak, move on me tune, and Mamma Yanko foreign and Rapper so. Near about the Champions League in a while. Pierre, you found your mother. So many years, Brennan at me, sir. Juma. Bang. And the PH match we there will be a ben who be among the because he buying Chelsea PH said Chelsea
so will be I know be any
yeah adwuma number some the Mashabi Alonso
okay
mommy Komra quick na fe yemfa latest Emra Yakwaba
you Yami Wohoda se uji dia obeya such renia know you Yami Wohoda se uji dia obeya ye bompaye Shamachi Israel Yehovah Elahenu Yehovah Ekad we ahata et Yehovah Elohika bika luvika uvika naveshika uvika miyodika tode yasak in English in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Shalom, shalom, boy, Kapo. Say, Kapo, chairman. I feel like chairman. Yes. Now I made the answer. Go tama taboku kasamu. Say messages and ben no be say. Hey, oh chairman, ya dear pa say watch me assemble. I just quite be coming home. Hene papa me.
Na guess it is okay how guess no
so now Manoka Sonum said Yamia Duma on the 30th of this month and I sure for Champions League Yababo I final I will put up past some so rum and some will put up past among just what Yaman said can you know and it says you for Fona Shasamana Yakasai woman other so much as arrangement to be also me and then Pokrabia baby also man touch our stadium Sabia Diadere Ebia PS system when na banner sound common woman shall say so di amateurs and on some other coso kama Nina says you for Empress Ebia Dano Ebe Drew Nebia try to hello test and make na fair way and money identity money woman some Abekina fell up Amano Casino and on some IHS woman some Unum Sabia Stadium woman came and so Baswano I Puskas Arena I Budapest our Hungary I just a sobos like a chromono Jameson Canning answer stadium capacity 67,889 almost surface and on some grass into a dead bra now just how come embassy among four and some other phenomenon any Adenium Pinano and some other cause our brand Arsenal woman qualify among Transana Trino when soon about France and some other about the final game and Yamia Duma and on some other cause I am buying and I say I am over Craven South Paris Saint-Germain now Manu Casanino Mama Paris Saint-Germain for Tronina woman some Ayano Chasa and Ajono when say training session and also Abasunino German San Canasa Yabawunsa opening for the Sheikh Nasser Al Khelaifi our president Tanama Klaba your first appearance one of Ayobia Metesa one about training session I say or no and I just a sporting director your first Luis Campos and some about training session I say now Uyobia time monitor in Jumadia answer Abibia Paris Saint-Germain woman some about game our brass and Martino and on I match and no dinner be a gamer and on some I am very important over who and Panaphonium you say woman some monitor and your training session woman some could I know but woman some Abasia now Manchester clubs in me I am Cofano and you come Obiano Yonko and some I fine or free and Tokobian Mitina a ball a year Chessa a Yanmo Kakra Abako and Numamu Hamete Sa Amakwa National Fe woman some Didi Kakra and no I traditional I lunch I was no and some Abasunin and say Paris Saint-Germain president I Sheikh Nasser Al Khelaifi no and Herbert Heiner one of some I president Tanama Bavarian some Timono woman you know National Fe Panufoni be and some account of woman what to say the D Amanioma and some I come on the page and maybe I yakura for dear of the page I was say be at some commander and Sanyamana Canino and also to me at Jumantinamano Casino woman the announcement Tabasa and Yakakra woman some other restaurant to be nafe woman some aquadi the answer and number woman game and some abaso am home something yet the amount not pay and some our show so yakanino shadow bomani and some Paris Saint-Germain woman all trust essence amano kasai make an man they say any part 3,700 one and just amaba shakema and other course one at 3 hour Alliance Stadium and manager no some other cotuja our just a press conference as to say woman benyani almost a 4,000 woman some other baba support na just a more also be all trust no ba wɔn de dɛdɛ ɛne kyɛsɛ nkenya ɛna ɛba ɛyɛ team no mu wɔn no sɛ wɔn drive ɔnsɛ fi France ɛba ɛyɛ Germany by road na mu nhyɛn ntwi bi asa ama kyɛsɛ ɛyadeɛ sɛ nkurɔfoɔ yi wɔn nso atumi aba abɛduru ɛyɛ border no Sharak mame ɛyɛ picture no a wɔn nso bi aka no aduru border ama kyɛsɛ wɔn nso ɛsɛkyɛ na kyɛsɛ saa nsɛkyɛ wɔn sɛkyɛ nyinaa no ɛno ɛyɛ ne yɛ ka no sɛ Paris Saint-Germain wɔn ultras wɔn nie na fans ahodoɔ ɛne kyɛsɛ police no wɔn ayɛ tight ɛwɔ abɛn ne wɔn nso ɛbɔ ɛyɛ club no supporters no wɔn search onim sɛ jɛmi nya no sɛ wɔn atu ɛno anadwo no wɔn bɛ so wɔn kyɛ sɛ ɛbɔ bɛɛ sanadwo ɛyɛ 11 p.m. ɛna jɛmi sɛ kan nyinaa no sɛ wɔn nso atu na wɔhwɛ mu a na kyɛsɛ from Munich ɛde bɛ duru ɛyɛ France anasɛ bia from ɛyɛ kyɛsɛ France nso ɛde kɔ ɛyɛ ne yɛ kan sɛ Munich no ɛmsɛm hours no ɛwɔ mu kakra anya baabi abɛɛ deɛ hɔ bi adeɛ wɔsom wɔbɛtumi atwa wɔhwɛ time no a ɛyɛ by 8 hours 33 minutes na kyɛsɛ from Paris nso ɛde kɔ Munich no ɛyɛ almost 8.5 hours ansa na wɔkɔ akɔduru nti ɛno anadwo bɛyɛ 11 p.m. no deɛ na ɛsɛm sɛ ɛnoa no na ɔmatwi no yie paato wɔmabu asɛm afa kwan no so anadwo aba bɛduru anɔpɛ nti ha ɛyɛ kyɛsɛ border a report a me nsa ka no nyinaa no sɛ wɔm nso abɔ search ɔmo search a wɔm nso abɔ n'ano nie ana kyɛsɛ police ɔmo ayɛ heavy a kyɛsɛ ɔmo nyinaa no nso ayɛ adeɛ sɛ wɔm nso ɛhwɛ sɛ de adeɛ no ɛbɛsi akɔ a yɛde update ɛma yɛte fa ɛna nɔpɛ because nkurɔfoɔ wei obi wɔ no ma na wɔde sekan kora hyɛ no ho wansɛkye no yɛ a wɔde wura kuro no mu wɔbi wɔ no ma hama ɛhyɛ ne nan ho wansɛkye no yɛ a wɔde bɛko ntɔkwa yɛbi wɔ no ma pinch bar ɛne kyɛsɛ iron bar ne ɛyɛ saa nneɛma no nyinaa no wɔn de ko ntɔkwa nso ɛwɔ kuro no mu deɛ menya no sɛ nnɛ ɔmo bɔ mo search nso ɛwɔ Munich border no a wɔn nso ba bɛwura ɛyɛ kuro no mu sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wɔn nso ɛbɛkɔ akɛbɔ saa game ti anadwo deɛ ampaya na kyɛsɛ no nso ɛbɛdwa na deɛ me nsa ka no na anɔpa yi nso ɛne sɛ manager fɛ no sa Vansan company ɛyɛ n'adwen sɛ ɔbɛ starte Alfonso Davies ɛno yɛ one wɔ starte Alfonso Davies a wɔbɛsa ma ayɛ Conrad Lima wɔn nso starte na sɛ Conrad Lima ne Alfonso ne mmienu nyinaa no ɛyɛ Amerika because Paris Saint-Germain team no wɔbia no hɔ a wɔgyina faako wɔn nyinaa no yɛ Amerika yɛba nti manager no nso pɔ mu a wɔn bɛtumi ayɛ adwuma wɔn ntɛntɛn wɔ hɔ nso adeɛma team no ɛwɔ abra ne nyinaa no nso ayɛ de free ɔma so yɛ ɛde ba ɛnano pɛn no nso awɔ show no so na onim sɛ Jonathan Tah wɔne coach no ɛna ba ayɛ press conference na nkɔmɔ deɛ wɔn nso adi bi paa na baabi a yɛ kɔtie ɛna Tah sɛ yɛn to dwa saa wɔn game na ɔmo ne Paris Saint-Germain bɔɔyɛ ɛwɔ Parc des Princes ɛno ɛyɛ first leg last week Tuesday ɛkɔ so no wɔsɛ on experience bi da na ɔno wɔ starting so wɔn bɔ no nyinaa no wɔn ho bi da na bɔ na intensity wɔn soro wei hyɛ na wɔyɛ te wei nya bɔ na wɔn home eti sɛ wɔn ahoɔden nsɛm ɛwɔ fam a ɛnyɛ adeɛ sɛ saa bɔ no wobɛtumi abɔ na ɔfiri on a day paa wotumi sɛ ayɛ game baako na ɛkyɛ sɛ individual ayɛ quality no ɛnsom ɛwɔ soro ntɔ no deɛ for the first time ɔne carry ma afei ɛna ɔho match bi a ɛkyɛ sɛ deɛ kɔ so ayɛ last week Tuesday ɔmo hopi sɛ bi anadwi ɛno nsom abɛsa ayɛ same kyɛ sɛ no ayɛ game a ɛno nsom ɛba so ɛna anadwo yi ɛnsom ɛwɔ dwumadi no mu na report a me nsa ka no nyina no sɛ Paris Saint-Germain president a yɛfa no Sheikh Nasser Al-Khelaifi yɛsɛ ɛyɛ message boys no ɛyɛ aware sɛ adeɛ no Madrid ɛyɛ bie no wɔn nsom ɛbɛ so wɔn yɛ bi because Madrid ɛyɛ side a wɔn gye to asompram yɛnsa Ronaldo nom ɛne Ramos ɛne kyɛsɛ Madrid nom Toni Kroos ɛne Casemiro nom wɔn gye Champions League no twice in a row sɛ sɛ Paris Saint-Germain ayɛ no one wɔn de so this season ɛbɛyɛ two nyame yɛ adam asɛm a ɔmɛsɛ augmente wɔn squad no na afei na season wɔn san de asɔsɔm ayɛ no three abasa no deɛ a na deɛ fɛn mo din wɔ bia no wɔn na ebi a PSG kasa wɔn nso ɛbɛtumi aka bi apart from Madrid wɔn a ɔsɛ Champions League no wagye ne 6 agye ne 5 kwan abama question ɛyɛ sɛ wagye atoa so mmiɛnsa pɛn ɛno ɛyɛ question asɛ sɛ wɔn nso ɛbɛso wɔn busa na boys no yɛ awɔ sɛ wɔn tumi yɛ sɛ adwuma no nso ɛdema paru sansom nkɔɔdi a money na wɔta o sɛ Nigeria for kano no money no be problem asa sika deɛ sɛ mo bɛnyinya bi watches any ade yɛbɛ customize mu din adiago na afɛ sika no nso asa tato enti nkwadaa no anim deɛ yɛ a stake amena kasa kwan bia so no wɔn nso abaso mo qualify na yɛka afei yɛbɛtie ɛyɛ bamunchi coach no a yɛfa no Vincent company na company din komo kaka company say anadwi ayadeɛ baako pɛ ana ɔmode ba saa match no musadeɛ no ɛne sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ kwan bi aso wɔn di nkunim ɛna anadwi yɛntie bamunchi coach Vincent company.
The mission is to win games. That's all it is. We want to win the football match. We have ideas that we think help us to do that, and we win a lot of games. But I mean, what you have to say about PSG, that they are the ones who won the Champions League last year, by the way. And I'm sure that when Luis Enrique comes to his press interview, you're going to say the same questions. So I don't discuss ideas or philosophies. It's not about this. For me, it's about winning the game. What is important, and I think that we've shown that we win a lot of games. PSG have shown that they win a lot of games and titles. We too. But if I have to say one thing is, at the end, it's still about making sure you score one more goal than any opponent you play against, and that you win the football match. And if you can do it without conceding a goal, that's the best thing that can happen. But it is pragmatic as well to think about winning a football match. It's just as pragmatic as any other philosophy.
Kakra manager Fanasa Vincent company and I'll tell you Dennis Emma Nano pay live on the show as a manager one of some other Kakradia Bana Yanko Emirates Stadium Enra a first Sharak me say my moment na Arsenal team bus ever because Obia when your time Emanita Enwa and Jumariano Pasea and I make control supporters and say woman Abakwashia team coach the attacker team bus number Kwakushana Fe Wamama atmosphere any for I said, and you must see a quadrino, and also I come on way, and so I'm a team, a BM, also I too far. Woman, the bar stadium, almost and what Janity bra, and no other chain, Dana Chesasopa. Now jump aboard, na Chesano, I shape, I sell it, I was so sure, and no I ask now for more contrast, who could be quite in a hurry. Now Everton, na Chesamunano, woman too kind of woman to Santifono, and I Chesano, we be a man, your man, Cosso. And then just a time at Timbas Ebane and yes, Sanya Maninano and also Jumano Peno. Yet I'm telling you now, so I tell Bana on him Samano Casai. I'm saying the last time I asked I have 14 games, woman bought our Champions League in a mono, woman Zubu Udia Hasari for and no city head, not just a bus, by supporters a beer soja torchi and just a fireflies. You will be da. Sir Arsenal Ebabo Bo now on route Edelco Chese Womo Stadium now supporters Emma Kwabe Chiseno no one has a manager no and Chese goalkeeper David Ryanom and Chese boys are coming in the dance say Adina supporters Lian Enwano Ayadutram Omani who be down penny and pa Womo some Ayasadi and my and Arsenal family the unwashed say Womo some our from the Onim Senano Mebakacho sir according to a Council ever so just na Arsenal eco final na Osha Arsenal percentile just 1 double and some our so na just some just na Arsenal a favorite our Champions League no and Arsenal as a favorite and some other Premier League no na se team na will be as I and omoba bottle and a debia omo bottlers and just a gently ate wo yo wire according to Council we say Arsenal Arsenal ebe double and some our chess jumadi resua yere amtete be say 2014 no wo do quarter final wo 2025 2024 wo quarter final 2025 ba semi final and this year wo some akwadru final na chess no and some progress and a manager no won nkwada ni nyina so aye na Shadrack mama picture na me demo sese na Madrid ana no mutaye bie ana Paris Saint-Germain on say team no qualify ko major final and you support be also na betimi yakọ aye ba bia match na bon to say ana omo be and na me no kasa Arsenal team no yesem panfo no some ade aba drum kan nyina no say wo mo be screening and some our Emirates Stadium match na aye Hungary Budapest and you be na be ko be o fan Emma Arsenal we support Emma Arsenal now on the night Wontumi to ticket Wontumi ko Hungary Emma anymore I was sent oba aye Emirates Stadium oba ticket kakra and no free or what my say wo mo dia no so pay bibia de ball club na ho pra ente bia we pounds kakra na just some dia amount aye giant screen our stadium and some dia amount bia wo tibia match no oba enjoy the come on connected and dia PA system dead and I said your commentary bako and come because be because be ano wo benya bi ensom ahwe eno ya dia German can say Arsenal wo mo som body announcement abasa wo mo som abaya no shark some video na buy na you say Jago Simeone akwakotia Arsenal omo crest no so na entokwa de sasa entokwa funowa na Tony akika o de ha Jago Simeone na ba no answer boys no players no wo bi aduru wa na wasuafe Arsenal omo crest no wo be kai say manager we ana nan kwane ne ba no wo mu di Ben White mpamro last week Wednesday and some award say Metropolitano adaya Ben White akwakotia Atletico Madrid omo crust ne so ana ne ba di kan koso aye Ben White ana ne papa and some akota Ben White tiko ema ye testament hey na fe wo omo pataya enwa omo ba training wo bi antiaso wo mebo wo bi antiaso ye bo match ewie ama Diego Simeone ya lose game no Wontumi qualify for final boys ni nyina draw no ma franchise coach na nkasa tia so ajesabza avedia every besi biesi won fo bia ho kra enom aye kakra free aye manager na so de banana pay no and some our show no so now let's come Madrid almost say enra wo munya penalties ba mi ensa na ni nyina referee bu nani ensom ade aguso ba ha enra Atletico force ai ana referee arobo ba ko nie am say bon we na akoda na ye fan say Juliano Simeone Wontumi amashana na Gabriel ejana chi pampe no wo mbe so mo chese bon we ensom aye penalty shara carry video ne ba na mo amofia mo hwe aye TV mo ama judge say bon ye timi je penalty e ma ne ye so the red crown so kwada nchen ana ba ko no so a eba say box no mo Gabriel Magalhaes ayesa obi atia no se dabi obi antia na mom aye Calafiori ena kotia Antoine Griezmann sabono no sanka referee ne penalty and some adema aye bobokua ye fan Atletico Madrid obaka na referee no wedi ka je foul e dia ma Gabriel wa brasa time crown no wo say tie dia na va e kan nyina eche no wo mo so mo chese boy na aye club penalty na ama na me no kasai Arsenal wo supporters ni bi eye dwa ene say wonum say match na course na owura fan say David Beckham wono ene chese ni pa 1 2 3 4 bi wo so ehwa match ni bi the attack no e bi a watch along ene ate ene say Beckham ene tu twa say sabo we di arabraka enye foul awo Gabriel soda namam aye penalty awo sanka referee giti akodan na ye fa no say Ricardo Calafiori ti hano according to Beckham no wonom abaso twa say referee ye mistake and some our sad decision we mu a no san kokohwe fa wan kwan kohwe ebiem aye Juliano Simeone on one kasa wonum say akodan no omu wie game a Shadrack mami picture na akodan no dia kwakoto ni Instagram stories ehono okone IG stories coach ne ba no Simeone Juliano one akwa make post wo be kai say Jan Oblak ebobo bi simu na akodan no nie an wo post no be so o chese time of the king mistake time na goalkeeper ebe bobo na sim no walk long no na onu Simeone one try halfway line the attacker no center line no on try enti eba no say analyze man etimi pega aye flag se ball no ensom aye off obakaya etoaso a ema aye Calafiori ekopia wonu Simeone eto penalty box no mo anan kama waso penalty ba analyze man di ka pega no flag data akwara no ana di picture akwakoto a opeso chesa one line na onye off into ball when so na no some aye penalty e wa bene amafo kabia na bounce for say oh chia mona na mokamono mo kai mutimi sheda piani passe ya from say brim ya na mo bom hune awusa mo de kakra bi komani mo tiam wo posti e wo IG unya huwe eno be ba sa supporters na e wo internet ne so wo mo semo mo ba ge Champions League se bia ewiase be se yo se na mo de manya bia jo na mo de se mo sisi ye pa mo so no mo wia ensom na bom no na Jemensa kan nyina obi a report say e bia jiwe fafo tena se na mo hwe sa incident ni nyina na e bia ba sampa ne me ensa emumie no ensom aye clear penalty emumie no enso aye mistake e bia referee Daniel Zibet ya na chasa and you say, Wamo Copacho, and no aye kakre free, Wama Swede Bernardo Peno, and some our Shorosuna, quoting in here, when you're a botan chemusano parame catcher, sir, what Jima more than Berto, our German Sulcanos one wifey, and do come over 30 minutes. Nessa, no wife, tries, sir, Wama Kramit new round so down, I'll just know, I am your console, all coffee timbers and crown, now yet then some a Germano. Now, somebody go to the fan session, Oblak say Sadia way and I do this season. Atletico Madrid ever big game biana as womusro as I was so train and my opponent initial goal answer opponent initial goal and son Atletico Madrid I am against one of us one two more kana jobs work can answer and yet not just automatically or criticize it one more tactics one of the come matches emo Jean Oblak and
when you say you didn't do enough, what do you think was lacking from your team today?
I think in both games, first half we was not good enough. In Madrid, first half here as well. I think we had too much respect for Arsenal. We was afraid to play. But then the second one, we did it better. But it looks like that we always wait that something happened, that we can see the goal, and then we wake up. But today was too late, and many times this season it happened a game like that. Sometimes then, of course, we win in the end, but not today. And it was the most important game of the season, and we didn't do our job. Not enough to win the final.
So when you say you didn't do enough, what do you think was lacking from your team today?
I think in both games.
Jean Oblak and our Tessanano Peno, you're doing some Emma now. So coach na you found Diego Simeone after Senano Premier to Casa, what bought Arsenal, team na Basso and what you Casa, while you're Arsenal fan or you'll be Arsenal team, what a promise I'm Panchana, what a congress, Aquarium Arsenal in National, what was what Chassa, rough in India, I'm saying some catch on a person. Sabi or the rough in the mame and some other man Emra and more catch answer rough in your son of a I just simply or the Sabi no mame and some man cry now Simeone adequate to say one on person back rough in some crana or overca rough some amount for bear I know all finding excuses any day 80 penalty or referee no one say penalty ho I just a referee panel ball a club penalty wo say won kwahwe va won kahwe won sa Abu-Trika wo ka Abu-Trika former ugly one boy no bodoma Egypt no Abu-Trika and some our being one studios and was say yan kan okwa nche wi asem nyina say and one Atletico Madrid deserve two penalties aye the Simeone bano one ko postu ya Calafiori e piano to box anymore and a BM idea Calafiori Croy Wokotia Antoine Griezmann Nimiano Nkwande no san Calafiori penalty and some Adama Ayabobokua Yafana Atletico Madrid no aya some real fans Abu-Trika one some area Kotugana Koke whole resurrection Koke say are you proud of the team now omuya also omuya bia na momu no referee no ɔse referee na akɔduru fie no trase ari game no bi ba wɔn ɔbɔ sɛ ball obedi no na adwena nyenyenyenyenye enti ɔno de o kan pia na akɔ akɔbasa wɔluzi ana wɔ find excuses but the ɔbɛso ɔkan nyina no sɛ referee no mɔdɔmbɔ na wɔ fam mami defender yɛfɔ David Hansko ekasai ɔbɛso ɔkyerɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ disappointed esan sɛ wey ayɛ the biggest match on the career mo was starting so obo or more boy just say I'm saying the magnitude every way that now obo biggest game our career now the enter say eto ha twempa yintie boy no.
How disappointing an evening was that for Atletico?
Yeah, really disappointing. Of course, the biggest match of my career so far, definitely. And when you are one match from the final and you lose it, of course, it's really difficult and sad. And of course, I'm really sad for the guys who, for example, like Rizzi, that it's his last season here. So yeah, I'm really sorry. But hopefully, and I believe we have a strong group, and we showed it many times this season that we're gonna bounce back. And yeah, now it's really difficult.
How disappointing an evening was that for Atletico?
I Kakra branch fan David Hansko and I was one of the Kakra right after the game. When him say Aquadana fan Declan Rice Masa boy Williams house na fan Antona Mokaba Koba Kokrana Declan Rice and some IOB and after the game no on him say ominous game I against West Ham and we free by West Ham I club and man we BBA here and when we was the West Ham a conference league you know and West Ham NAA one more relegation almost game against Arsenal there na just almost spell relegation now no ebiem enso and say Arsenal and some league na je one more one shepherd na just a Man City and some betimi catch up now omubusa aye Declan Rice nyame yadma weekends more ball West Ham na mo guma na no so West Ham ya club bibi onya wasase su bia no em say omo na demand no na o say West Ham an opportunity ewa bra Chelsea and Famano what can pay our interview him because obianum so no Declan Rice and obia where Chelsea in Quadanibia now or say West Ham and a man of our chance our bra that time no Chelsea for a man of our chance no but a professional player I was wearing a Jumanti no and a Becca Sabia in the former club into on set and among relegate no one also peli gajin to no hello baby I West Ham down and yana Declan Sabia baby I West Ham and bani nyina cheno awoso oro so na adwuma na manager for so Mikel Arteta masa pressure dia ultimate manage na na adwene nyina masa abase na entaso nko na ntwe na enwa na adwene o about to amanfo fie mu because obedu fie na wife tell obedu fie na bia wakodon kua bi bia uchiwali anase bia u squeeze eso twa wo fie ba say radium say onwuro ho kra na agron na adi adwuma ma enkono na enrai couple now crank mo sanke bi qualify for CAF Champions League final kotoko players in komedada no womo na kra ti eno players ndiem sam omo be hit omo ama chese Mikel Arteta ba post match was sa na yebisa Arteta sam apani kika West ebom na me hu said your feeling and so esitie yentie coach Mikel Arteta our post match.
It's an incredible night. We made history again together, and I cannot be happier, prouder for everybody that is involved in this football club. The manner that we got received outside the stadium already was special and unique. The atmosphere our supporters created, the energy, the way they lived every ball with us, it made it special and unique. I never felt that in the stadium. And we knew how much it meant to everybody. We put everything. The boys did an incredible job. And after 20 years and for the second time in our history, we are back in the Champions League final.
Jawade Arsenal eko aye promised land no so na tesa Mikel Arteta den excepts and the akane nyina no ede ba me no ka say Real Madrid o training no eno so agusu so Madrid aye side wo mo so training den Mbappe e by na medical ya to am say na an obetwa scan ya be se bia Mbappe e be ball El Clasico ana say Mbappe enso entimi mo o me ka say nyina no wo mo training enso akoso na ya say ebi mo so say mo be say mo tra say Mbappe e problem no this season aye nwie aye gusu aye boy kra mo se boy no and aye problem no our 41 goals in 41 matches. Now the number of matches our ball the same number of goals and Mbappe ashe enti again I be catch me be convince say boy no and a problem adama bobokua your friend say Real Madrid and you no creda say Mbappe and some a problem wo say Jude adia omania Jude ahopa Jude modemon e wosurunti ya ka omo a wo mejo omo kwan amoma kwa Jude enka na negotiation agusu alkoso no wonu so Beyonce boys ni say omo muade omo fa dwumane ma aye Jose Marino odie Marino bakra nya title bi no ba betena se bia Jose etimi be install stability and some our team omo papa na insider e dia basa say negotiation alkoso no manager Jose Marino demand say we here sporting powers and your power sporting powers na say to me no e ba no say bia born dia e was so mo de mano player was so ko dia was so oba dia oba start dia was so tena bench me te say manager na adwen say bia oba sa asomasi ana so benten etena bench a ni kwa say Florentino Perez efa phone no be na ade na wo bench no ana na wo mane mo odi anya hwe masa wono na select entimo fa sa to me ne ma no eno ya 1 ana biam ayo 2 wono ana be decide on transfers the oba so oba no the oba ko nyina no I was say no ayo no Joyce and some adwuma ameno kasa no aye kakra from aswade bana man for say and na aye kasa Real Madrid omo aye favorite adama Mohamed Salah ebia Salah no and some ababese bia Madrid obako ana Juve omo takini akoda na ye fana Kenan Shoulders ono so obi ajamen sa kan say Madrid for say creativity our boy na fento munya akoda no so na wo mo link ono so ade aba El Clasico Rafinha abama bro so aye bia 20 to 30 minutes and no I said now no promote I buy no so there no by San Rafinha no one shot on your fit no mom make say answer flick about final say one of the better say be a player no call because Jamaica no Barcelona one sporting directorate ebetie ne pa enti future on Cancelo Marcus Rashford Robert Lewandowski the coach ne be no and no ana Jamaica kan say one some ade be adwuma na make say Rashford adiana na when say mail edi abase Arsenal and monitor Marcus Rashford a situation at Barcelona said the Arsenal ever found Madueke and then what drama do final no one to the Basa Rashford on Saya Kra now Ben Kumodi and County better chair Martinelli no any identity or you'll be also monitor said ye one also the situation our team no more and also Nabasia Kwa yet I'm getting now so at the Arsenal one more sample Rafael Leo and now you're Casino woman Leo so amope na metesa Liverpool for no Andoni Areola Bournemouth a coach no one of Liverpool for no any prepare because of Kobasa bia and a slot and no make say the future no uncertain na ebaso mba pamona Andoni Areola one Juve enya wiese bia no ebeje say 5 million euros a season diaka and say Juve and Liverpool no one some bet me agree I know I am koma and also ba metesa Opanina your friend John W. Henry honor a owner was what Kai Paubekaya South 2023 Liverpool share Manchester United 7-0 okay say flight to be a to Ferium now on match so FSG out na out no was who ya pa na sad na ni kwan say bu abam I was say a show crowd because I'm on settle for mediocrity and ayadwumaden anoma ya men wo me Liverpool ababedru ba bia ya kasai wo mo som adu Chelsea adwuma no am say serious ko dia me say kan say ekoma Xabi Alonso e ma no nyon wa kra Xabi Alonso ko Madrid an kwada na mananya adwuma no metese wo no ana asem na oye favorite monitor say woman Chelsea adwuma no ensom adama no na Chelsea mpanfo no bi onum say omo ye omadwen say almost for now a Champions League also qualify anya next season also qualify ABM also the titles now Wesley Fofana say agent I propose Adiama Barcelona Barca for busa send boy say yes Chelsea for say no less than 30 million almost na money na bibi yam wo Fofana na won pay 30 million da bi wo muntua ama meno kasa Estevan so prosola wonom 20 awo chese Palmeiras omo facility no eno ana akwada use our can say na some betimi aton na bia World Cup no won so akobie Manchester United say wo per Miles Lewis Skelly and now say Lewis Hall omo per left back on say Newcastle boy na Chelsea and no come Newcastle about left back number 3 and now say Arsenal akwada na no manager start no and some our metal no emumienu omunya ba kokra Man for say wo per Casemiro akwadi nkomo say watiti bia amanfo so one salmon season count that be announcement to wanya de aba onyini say be a chance our woman say we be stay beyond this season our Man U and to corner them say unuan so ebenya call achese no eye kakre free Casemiro aso de be ye fancy na ye makwa bedwa from na afi ye nto aso this eye Wontumi Sports Buffet
ye je ne obeje be 10 nko miemu mo enye hu de say Budapest wo ya ti antwe na anwumre de na enwe de besi omunyi wo madwen fi so kura so omu koje Champions League Arsenal for no
because already can soon our final happened.
Yeah,
that was 2-6.
Yeah,
Simeone soon twice 2014 2016 Arsenal was soon be a real.
Yeah
on some soon our final be
nanu your man's
dia no musui so soon the away sanko on Kobe and tasty defeat that and I say but what could be a tasty defeat
adeɛ no sunsum na yɛde gye Champions League no yɛwɔ suman na yɛde gye no wɔn mu ni bi suman ni bi o suman na ɛfa player bi de gye Champions League no Arsenal ni sa suman ni bi o
ti Arsenal ti menye Champions League
fa wɔn bi enu ebi ti ma suman bi afa wɔn
okay
ɛne sanity Bayern for ni PSG suman ni bi wɔm ɛwɔm Desire do enum suman no ɛwɔ hɔ Vicha Kvaratskhelia suman ni ti bi fa no Bayern Munich listen no Luis Diaz so my form easy but Arsenal no ntimi fa
almost man few Arsenal beje
almost say
man few Arsenal
oh there be in fancy no here omunyu me so omunyu o madwen kra mfi so Champions omunya bi nye
hey wo tim o mo share din o man mo ni PSG mo no mo bon Arsenal tim no tokuro na mu
ah but tokuro be final de tokuro be dem hwe final assembly aka no fancy Ateta. Ujini
Wontumi.
Adie bi obeya me aso.
Martin Odegaard never left the Champions League title no. So okay. Wo Mate, new so wa hanti na Mike mu wi ana yakọ board no so na yakọ agwohwe de video analyst and so e de be mai. Mike, mama sha say free way.
Fancy it say now finally Arsenal fans and every Arsenal faithful ehunu. Or faith in the Champions League. They just have one game to clear. If they stay unbeaten, one more game. European champions. Ebane say na bedrusa. Menu dinkomo was it last week or this week? Na me catch was I amount for NJ a certain method and a way of doing things until I yield the emphasis at the achievement aba. And people were ridiculing us now. Mikel Arteta, then you maybe or a light bulb near there. It will all make sense when there is a trophy to project. It's a trophy in any kitemi say ya. And a better say quite Arteta faso. Etnet ne Arsenal team way no. Eswa banfaso. Na fe ya man for so ya. When Arsenal started almost set piece way, almost goals womb, you could see that a section of the football way no. They embraced it and they tapped into it. Sanity. Now, how did this happen? I think that by far, statistics and in your mind, the deep football home common. Arsenal are the best team in the competition. And they didn't care. People would ridicule or say anything, but there is nothing like statistics out there disprove it. say Arsenal are the best team in the competition. What about 14 games? We'll be answering. No? We're keeping 9 clean sheets. We conceded 6 goals. We actually 29 goals. By far. Teams are more tournament way now competition way more say more do Bayern Munich Arsenal did not no. So it should tell you something. And through there are different faces of the teams and you see it here. But to end our game no. One thing I like about Arteta and he say you can criticize him. He makes changes. Then changes no obey no. And home fast eba. By far. You look at the changes in the Arsenal team and how it has transformed the mobile now. One, a drew stage being a man for condemning Martins will be mending a contribution. He was no longer as assured in possession, and then defensively he was not covering and helping. Man for Bekaso when no mafe party, then Kranaja party maniko. Arteta needed to find solutions, and a man for some no maka. Say, oh, Lewis Kelly, a midfielder, bet me up, but how did I use no? This time around, he paid attention to that. Or deploy as a midfielder in the game against Fulham. The boy impressed. Then the reward for the performance against Fulham was another starting berth against Atletico Madrid. And once again, he impressed. But no, didn't can use against Atletico, who's emphasis also. The reference is the 4-0 win Omunya against Atleti in the league phase. What role did Lewis Kelly play? Declan Rice has been drawn deep. Rice in the profile here, a defensive midfielder, but Ninsu Ananinchi a centre back, meaning naturally our defensive instinct. And it's a team lose a certain defensive cover. Now we have defensive midfielder Beboa. So when you beat say Rice, he helps. What he does is that in instances and your memoir deno, the instinct as a central defender no, a boado manage me taking decisions be a more proactive, but you see the reaction. Yeah. But a dear wadrine who say BC. So he proactively anticipated say BBC BC. None a reaction no etimiesi no so check. In the first leg, in the second leg, particularly Andra, the blocks that Declan Rice made. Baku Giuliano Simeone, there was another instance, 2 critical blocks to deny Atletico Madrid. But not just that. Sir, game no momentum, a swing here. You knew be our bobo no true so no nebo. Maybe the most recent case by Inter Milan PSG Champions League final. PSG for no so go almost from start till finish. But in a game like this, pendulum ne swing e kwa hanaba. Inti Arsenal be bone de e be Daniel Arsenal so Atletico be bone de e drew stage now pressure Arsenal so you need your defensive midfielder to play a role or ye anxiety no at the free central defenders so. And for the very first time Mihu Gabriel Saliba who were not pressured that much, and it was because of the presence of Declan Rice as a defensive midfielder. What does he do? Scanning the area and averts danger. And danger nimpusi, he is there to react and save the day. And these are the crucial changes Arteta aye to Arsenal team, no, not necessarily their structure as informational setup, but in terms of player roles and positioning. Changes about. And that change at one midfield, Lewis Kelly, Declan Rice, it has paid off for Arsenal twice. 1 against Fulham, 2 against Atletico Madrid. And check the impressive fact, they kept clean sheets in those 2 games. Chairman forecast said, any Fulham game now Arsenal boy and no rehearsal for Atletico Madrid. Now Teta PBBI and the Yenya rehearsal against Fulham. Sadia a fape the bedi juma against Atletico Madrid. And yet the same there, but it was similar in terms of the role of the midfielders, and it paid off for them. Another change, Victor Gyökeres. I keep saying this. Football fans and the Gen Z fans, you know, omo tight TikTok and my main kind is omo what X, the omo friend Twitter X, omo mugu X, and so omo commenti bebre no. A lot of them do not understand football. I won't lie to you. And you're betting any surf live score apps, no? And then they follow ball 90. A more understanding of football mostly statistics numbers. Oh, way above 60% and your yard there. Wait, say in your yard there. They don't pay attention to the intricacies of the game like you do, like Steve O'Bear, like Newton Bear. In Timpempino, a lot of them, I have no more opinion, don't take it serious or don't take it to heart. A bear affected. Twitter boys ni be brave, Gen Z football fans, their interest is in the goals, the numbers, no the better or no. Tino be bet me a argument say Obi a washe goals, watch Champions League ni be than on ball bossing Ronaldo Penny because Ronaldo Penny won the Champions League. That is their line. And yan normal say player 1 year pre-season. What ye because in the club Sporting CP. As a on tone, or no so more. And yes, I have made a them pre-season a drew or on your training. Only team in coordinated training sessions to build a year chemistry and develop bonds. You expect say at the highest level like a Premier League nemu edeno. Sa player and you start a referee bar ben per no a soldier no bo NC. Even Messi, Ronaldo, they need preparatory periods. And until Ronaldo does not take the fitness issues about the physical state, Ronaldo mfe niagro. Why? He needs to be ready. So like every football player, the essence of preseason is it is to prepare you for the season. Into you build from the physical point of view. You build from the technical and the tactical point of view. Send you integration. If you're a new player, it will be easier for you. Old players in the crano, it is to also make them aware of certain new inventions or innovations our coach need to be writing them. So you don't expect Victor Gyökeres say a starter and a partner she goes. Isaac Liverpool, you don't expect say starter and a partner she goes. Especially considering the circumstances around their departure from their former clubs to arrive at their new clubs. But and the football fan no onya Sanchez mu o catch na sabi obebu ne say rodo rather to obeto atwini baby. And there was always going to be a time where Gyökeres will show up. One, gradually omo year training omo building no, he would grow, he will come to learn. Teammates no so better na say they are professional footballers and they will start to develop some chemistry. And to me we pay to say the omo pen pepe. But it will get to the stage where it can still do a job and it will help. And that is what we are seeing from Victor Gyökeres. And no movie Sir Henry say game no ohun saying and I say it was a professional performance from Arsenal. How do you get professional performances? It's mostly about the application and then the coordination between the players on the field. Gyökeres and how he occupies centre backs.
Yes.
He is able to one BBNC Ruben Lelomo or a central defender of Atletico Madrid. On the wine neighbor David Hansko. BBNC they are marking their player. But when you were the ability to trigger chaos or the no shed defender and any ball then you need to cause something. He will either win a foul or he will shield the ball and initiate the pass.
And almost need duels. He
won. So he puts his body on the line because the physical nature. Maybe at first what he has done for Arsenal now is that he gives them another weapon, a different side to Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz and money balls are. So it gives Arteta options. Aside putting his physical body on the line to try and trigger chaos and then upstage or upset the defensive markers, he is also making runs. Typically, Gyökeres is a striker or speed or trimika. He's your striker who is a target man and a danger in the box. But watch the 2 games against Fulham, against Atleti, he is willing to make runs. Abro mobile ball in their 2 space. So against Fulham, similar. Against Atleti, they did go nearby. It was Gyökeres making a run towards the ball. Again, understanding of the player. Enti check player nanka omunim ni bebre ntinka first Arsenal for ne beche wo ball ne ho abo passes pa na wantimi antumi kan ko no. Now just one pass omo botumua no oko. What does it tell us? They are getting to understand him. She pass ni dio, baby a pass ni free by so the way the bandit pass ni free him Ben White against Fulham. The pass came from Ebere Chieze. Exactly into Omo Tena Siba. And also to me read almost. So check, where is he making the run? On pause here, on pause no. He is making the run in between two defenders. Two defenders. So he is triggering chaos. DNA. Athletic for na city deep almost then let me trigger chaos may upset you on my line. So in this instance Gyökeres femua obe breaki sa two defenders no show Wontumi no why na there's a national player is Declan Rice, he will be free to make a subsequent run, so his movement is causing problems, and I understand the chemistry obo ne nia ana obo wa metiase me no na nam ana me no esan acha ye won nyoma bi a wo ya I can read you baby I won bi a woni nje ho, but you don't want to verbally say it. Oh yeah, sign bi ne me so ote fancy edwa ana ompewe I can react to it, understand it, ni yetimi relating, and that is exactly what is happening here. So that is a second way at Gyökeres at the kind of game. And then 3, the players also playing to his strength. And across now hinkapie the man. At the start of the season, Gyökeres was making similar runs. He was making similar moves. He was positioned in similar areas. But across na say beba pa de debida. Eda say Bukayo Saka beka wom no de na fa ball no so no pass it. Martinelli de betru mi car no the actual line. But now they are reading the strength of Gyökeres and they can relate to him in the box. So all football coaches, any players, here a time, any understanding. And I am happy the Arsenal fans are reaping the benefits of it. Player, I will say, in the first season, I flop. In his first season, he's their second top scorer in the Champions League. 5 goals after Martinelli on 6. Again, he has over 20 goals this season in all competitions. What should they tell us? Things are changing. Things are improving. And that is what is happening with the Arsenal team. So yes, obetimi obobo no enya ofe because entese PSG, entese Paris Saint-Germain. But then again, it is giving them the result. So,
and that is the most important thing.
Chelsea budget
results in the bank against City.
Chelsea get Champions League with Thomas Tuchel. Yeah. Sir ran to Chelsea winning under Thomas. Tuchel. What was the identity? No, tiki taka. Chelsea first Champions League omoje under Roberto Di Matteo, and it's not a ball. Nobody remembers how you played or how beautiful your play was. Everybody will remember the key moment. Arsenal fans, the crucial moment Bukayo Saka and that is what I want football fans to understand. But until PS they all selected player strength Wontumi increasing his speed. Now bonus and Wontumi Roberto Carlos game na near bono. Roberto Carlos, your left back, but me didn't go to any. Exactly. So, in reality, are different. So we need to understand certain things. So kudos to Arsenal, but Atleti ni Simeone. In future to Emua, fancy a yes. Simeone has good intentions, and nobody can convince me that he has not been a successful coach at Atleti. Trophies. He's a multiple Europa League winner. Multiple La Liga titles. Cup caps and WGGB. But there now to me more mono. It was because of a certain materials at his disposal. Simeone by nature, the original way, a defensive approach. The team must be solid defensively. They must frustrate the opponent. Yeah, I say they are streetwise. Now I say omo hustlers. Omo how to get the best out of opponent. Now players are more flair, especially in modern day football. Players are Simeone here to thrive, like Miranda, Diego Godin, Diego Costa. Some players, no. And those who are end the ball, no, players a woman, no, they are more of soft babies. You need to treat them with care. And nothing map coaches like Ancelotti or Wontumi back to prominence because they can manage the situation very well. Simeone Modiane, I was say when you thing, not yes, say you be bre and san ye dide. And upon oh yeah, Jano Black or say Debiano, yeah, yes, show mo and san now my day or my react. That is typical Simeone football. He will frustrate you. Oshana, they will bounce back. Unfortunately, players are not suited to the style.
Diego Costa.
They need just one chance. They will punish you. Diego Costa will put his body on the line. On your opponent, say, now. Alvarez, Seloth, Ademola Lookman. Omontesa. So the coach ne person or the team ne no materials ne available no omomwa amontimi nyesa. And I think separation is the best way forward. Aside trophies as Simeone Ageno, one thing he has guaranteed Atletico Madrid are consistent appearances in the Champions League. Sika fancy a break club no.
True.
Okase oh no winning trophy be every year. The money this man is guaranteeing Atletico Madrid a big seeder for a consistent period. So he's done a lot. But in terms of ambitions, any the the players available are so yes, Kuntu and the channel maybe he needs to find a club that will suit him. But no, I don't think they'll be willing to sack Simeone unless they be on over out because me on to mean to us will be
on one and I'm say actually nyayan kebia
yeah
on to because baku bisa no ma waka say as we need energy
yeah
our debate to us be simple as
energy ni free here and your players in the mouth the moments they will create on the pitch you get it into another party. I think separation will help, but maybe the Atletico board because they know way the value he represents to Club Atletico de Madrid. But the evidence of what has transpired in the last 2-3 seasons, it clearly points towards that say maybe it is now the beginning of the end for Simeone if it is not the end already, and there needs to be separation to end the game. You know, the final before the final. Company of Essesa. Enrique Bessisa. So what we saw in the first leg, similar, but the conversion rate will be better or will be worse.
Okay, so either say goes no be more. Last week,
last week. Exactly. It can't be another 9-goal trailer, but it can be more or it will be less or fewer. Why am I saying this? In the first leg, we saw brilliance or we saw the best from the attacking players of the two teams. Oko PSG, Desiree Doué, Ousmane Dembele, Kivicha Kvaratskhelia. Obia play a role. Omo boy no do or go. But he was the most important attacker for PSG
last week. No?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so when say one should go on one pa.
When I share first goal no.
Kvaratskhelia,
Doué literally created that goal without even doing a lot.
That true ball.
Yes. Now true ball on paper, Doué started free. He was the right winger. Eban is saying go near Sheffield the left wing. Eban is saying a right winger. A free ho Eban fin Eban left. Ebe create chance Eban the left winger share. Fluidity, any mobility. The attacking trio of Paris Saint-Germain are fluid in their movement. Are static. So the danger is not in attacker no but the danger is in attacker now. We're moving from the position. Doué in the game per the status throughout. That's why I said he was their most dangerous attacker. How many assists? On one sounds my pass my Dembele share meboa. His movement was constantly causing problems for Bayern Munich, not just on defense. No. Explanation of the first goal. nka ebeboa pass and come the video better so amamo maybe another time but mamin chib I will try to be as descriptive as ever. Due a free right wing and only Dembele exchange here, then he drawed back again. Bayern's approach was man-to-man marking, so every defender available now or more marking PSG attackers no. Tina will check here. Upamecano was glued to wine Kvaratskhelia. Now PSG needed to disrupt the marking way of Bayern. And Tisadia, there needed to be a free man. Say, oh yeah, man marking. And Tistanisic ebe marking Joao Neves. Upamecano be marking Kvaratskhelia. Now we judge Jonathan Tah Dembele. But if the movement is not the same, na SSR, you draw players out of their positioning. And check it. Go nini. Kvaratskhelia actually wine or Shebon. Watch Stanisic. Upamecano wayne. He is not in the penalty box.
Yeah.
He was dropped. Exactly. And that is the approach of Paris Saint-Germain. Player now on Kitab on the check. Oh, check here. In the box, all the three starting players, attackers, no, omu in our box number back. Dembele near Kvaratskhelia and the ball shot, no. Uncle Bion. So Obona replay the Babehu. Why am I box name? Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, do away. Exactly.
So
because the two coaches trust in the individual qualities of the attackers. So on him say if Upamecano and Stanisic isolated 1v1 against Kvaratskhelia or Betcheno, Dembele or Betcheno, Sadia, let's find a way to bait them. I have a person who chef fish will assume or the sons no so way hook nanwa or the tumudada and Albania fish. So let's bait them. If they are doing man-to-man marking, draw him out of the positioning, create a space, and use your individual qualities to outwit them. Bayern there, Hurricane, Oshego Nibiana. Yeah, but the most dominant attackers, Luis Diaz, Neshe goes, no, Olismo. But Hurricane is also an integral player. The American said, do a no, a idea Hurricane, yeah, but then he draws deep as the playmaker. And then he creates spaces and opportunities for the teammate. Spaces near or free wa sing to an space babedaho into the teammate need to make cover. A use space and punish your opponent. And a person so is able to create. So check again. There we're 5-4 no. Yeah. So check this action. Where is Hurricane standing as a central midfielder? Here, who is the striker? Musiala ni Wani Luis Diaz. Now Hurricane's vision and precision in passing is able to locate Luis Diaz. It will lead to Diaz getting advantage and scoring to make a fight. So game near more about the attackers. If they have their day and then their finishing is efficient, you bring more than goals now you know. But I am surprised on my PSG less favorites cry. Osha book is now. On mama PSG bear 4 odds. No mama Bayern bear 1.6. I don't think it will be like that.
See, why never?
No, I think PSG are favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be another high stakes scoring game. Unless you day. It will be a high stakes scoring game. PSG a favorite, but Bayern so stand a chance unless they give us brilliance. Now, the first leg no momentum. What is it? Manonoya. Goal prevention.
Mike, me that say. Whoa. Yemre na fe yentoaso still live on Wontumi TV digital satellite and pay ye share and run in the nyina no and so abomene when a bad fancy e dey call the final they say Arsenal e be hwe ne ball ni bi pay new say cool there
yeah we be cool say the sound no ye better there we be cool pa na your monitor and fanko and congratulations to Mikel Arteta and his Arsenal boys. In the era of the Emirates, this is the first ever time I'll reach the Champions League final, unless bridge history with that of a more previous stadium in a hybrid, and I'll be like I said last 20 years. So game ne question, and you might be brain I'm sure game, but before this particular game, no, yeah, nobody can game to be, and it's a overshare game where obviously no. Nima baku mienu miensa bia obe consider baku eye game omudi kan a boy first leg no but yeah game omubo first leg there not just say a game on the rope, a very marginal game, very tight game. So two teams no create chances from out of nowhere, but and run me cast a say before betting game as a pan, just what the patterns and I say. But patterns, you know, and how do we even analyze those patterns? Mikel Arteta, the most important player, Bukayo Saka, if or a fit in Kwandia. Now, yeah, I did all kind of amount for some objection, but I can't be any home. Arsenal team, your mama basapa, especially most of the credit from my coach Mikel Arteta. This is a team only established method, only established attack. As and when Omobe make your more step, no, and a more echo. Now, Ocheke said, Okofa Zubi so may replace Thomas Partey as a partner to Declan Rice. The most important game of the season. One started Zubidia. It tells you that method, no, and you're structured or and you're established. Look, when Casemiro, Cruz, Modric, season, Obinya form so about the two aquafrio, that was an established method. Yeah, I established what's left is improvement, consistent improvement, and at some point, but I could be free, me, be free, I could be abashim. But as a method, no, we say Zubi no more fan so many places Thomas Partey. But the most important game of the season, or the small boy and the boy, when it's that department, you know, and you're established. Similarly, in the final third, Trossard can never bring him so best started. Yeah, quote game room. Or share before passing over corner. I saw Atletico Madrid in this particular structure. Now, structure, we all agree to say that was something that Mikel Arteta facing against Atletico Madrid. Switching back in a midfield 4, in a back 5. Also, more shape, you know, leaving one player in the final third in 5-4-1. A body saying a very, very difficult so be create chance at your form. So watch your screen and understand the formation. At that time now Atletico Madrid are reverted into. So they retreated into the blocks in a typical 5-4-1. But within that structure, no problem. Only say Atletico Madrid left back Ruggieri. And the power through the power game maybe per analysis no Bukayo Saka. And they share a back 5-4. But maybe I tell you what baby. Oh no, Bukayo Saka what be a back structure in my region say no. But you see, this is one of the best passes. I cast a line breaking pass because line 1, 2, and then 3. 3 lines of defense, you know, and about the catastrophe. We are looking for this particular space. I had already warned you too. You don't have good passes from this distance, but the most important problem was the gap between the two players, you know. Left back and the left center back. So me busa say concentration I can one seminar. It's about the number of bodies you put in a box. Because we have about 8 players here. Or it's about your concentration, your awareness. That number as against this number from Atletico Madrid. We are talking about this particular situation, this zone. As somebody forgotten say Bukayo Jinechi. Look, Bono Katumuno, David Raya faces similar situation. Boy, short I spell or you sa maneba. David Raya so spell be maneba. By a social area short on should be a Bukayo Saka Jinano. If indeed some attention or her, this was the decision maker, the difference maker in the game. Bukayo is right in the middle of the two players, the left back and the left centre back, Linoma, and in the midst of them, and Okokambo and Eritum. This obviously was one of the clearest chances a game we say we provided the amount. My catch was said, it's about balance. It's about balance. And you can say the way to this so now away back say attacking in the Oko, midfield the crowd. No, it's about balance. Watching this pass, there's a center back or the ball bow. Our converted into a midfielder. Look at how midfield, now let's come for continuing, and then they played right around the midfield. And I'm gonna drop a ball we see at the tour. Let's come under the let's make a said don't be no my but Arsenal Mumuno and Ayaw or my broso. The other day, Mekoka say, may respect the Arsenal team way in the progress and I say Vincent Company. Why would you give chances to every move is an attack for the opponent? Why?
Okay.
Why? Every move should be a chance for the opponent. Why?
I say opponents now on the neighbor. When you're born to be an anayu.
Why?
PS in your born to be an ayuama. Buying.
Yeah. Me say
against Madrid and so
why?
But Arsenal the end there. Unya a ding.
But if I didn't show her, look at this situation. Ball we know I'll be back there. Ball no mo bossy Arsenal won the chair. A coffee controversy the
Simeone Bano.
Yeah, boy, Bayern a go. Boy, Bayern a defender no react. Watch Gabriel. One disturb on the ball number 2.
Yeah.
One disturb on the ball number 2. One disturb on the ball number 2. buying every chance is a goal. PSG every chance is a goal. Look, it was an overload. 4-3-3. And then in the final third, you have midfield here. So 4-3-3 from Arsenal, 4-4-2 from Atletico Madrid. So Osha midfield Arsenal and Atletico Madrid 4. So 4 at the back, 4 in the middle, and then 2 up front, 2 in the. But Arsenal at the end, they 4 at the back, 3 in the middle, and then 3 in the final third. 4-4-2 as against 4-3-3 without the ball from Mikel Arteta and the boys. And this distraction really saved them. You might argue when you clean tackle, it was not clean, but at the end of the day, say distraction will say, my yow, and look, me who Diego Simeone or panic will game with that apart from Onra. Me who be that Simeone or panic. Now Joker is there, I am being country no. This pace you cannot just hoof this ball be above the bar.
It was a glorious opportunity.
Ha!
Glorious opportunity.
Everybody is 0-0.
Oh yeah.
It was one of the best crosses substitutes by Babayo game. In Capipier. On the best Sandy Bono. A
born in Frono.
A Frono Yao. Wanyade. The celebration. I was said you Mono me who say you cast a Champions League final out. It's in its own self a big deal, a big success for the fans, everybody. And now dear Mikel Arteta now Mikel Arteta joining final no nim de beko until for now no de joining you rolling over near Alliance Arena, another big game because so bad game we there. And now it's like I said me final before final me share na Arsenal there no we there would the hododo
also the tag we say we final before final no o de na Arsenal there no and a final before final.
The game brutal.
Say more dinnings here.
My main can't secret be sure. Simeone game or the game plan or the bad game no. I now watch the preparation. Now watching in preparation. Check the time of Simeone year changes. The boost I said dear never those changes you know.
Oh yeah now so now they responded.
Oh yeah 1 minute now so counter changes in and I'll take you through. And you tell me because I'm not game no so now so we should game na emotions in can hold there. It was one of the best games I've enjoyed. I'm not giving no. Yeah. Oh, you free break in 57 minutes or free changes. Free changes now. Yeah, no, you know about Coco method. Johnny Cardoso. I know the Molina call. Yeah. Molina no ni profile set Trent. Okay. Meaning is a coach on himself is what take another solo about top. Watch something here. The game no question and I'm say Diego Simeone. What is Spain now ha Hansi Flick Madrid for coaching. Arsenal in Miano. Let's go through this. 57th minute, Johnny Cardoso, Alex Solot, Molina. I want a bad game. I know he's Simeone in the body free, right wing. Once I'm saying what is that Trent? It's one Molina. I know he lead on my centre back in the free. I know they Lookman, as so called chain. I know they Solot, I call that top. Maintaining Alvarez and a Griezmann game. 57th minute. Me and San. The next minute, Arteta, Pierre and Capi in Kobe Molina Ebano. And we Calafieri. More offensive Calafieri out. Defensive, aggressive.
Henkapi.
In. It's Molina and 5 speed messing. I know they might do a career life for like for Bukayo Saka because on person befa line so akokroso. I'm so inverte. Madu a career inverte. On you so line so. And then Maturo Digard for Eze. Obaka so me no ye 10-10, but on ye 10-10, they're different.
Is in a bar
as a fabo no person de cover be Mike Drew no person de cover be set no but Odegaard be gina pass obe maintain possession aye kakra na no this be man be Lewis Kelly more possession maintainer than a ball progressor. It was the calmness in the Sabah game and reverted to 4-2 Declan and then Lewis Kelly 4-2 3-1 long top on a Joker no but what I say into a typical 4-3-3 with Zubimendi, Declan Rice and Martin Odegaard. No. And Odegaard 3 total. Now it's about passing to keep and wear down the opponent. Now if the game will break 45 minutes, not 57 minutes. Oh, but you have free changes, and then a catch roll. Now around 68 minutes, no, you attack us in your film. Now Alvarez a free game, Griezmann a free, Lookman a free.
But I should go.
How many come in the game no amount? Because he cannot penetrate into the lesbian and whatever. This game, Mikel Arteta one check coins or come home. I respect that guy. Let me just say, say the pep na team into a be the team room rough on check on my free bonus. Okay, that's right. David Moyes.
Mike is because also ball under David Moyes.
About Captain Evans.
Because Moyes and so share Dean Papa.
I respect the guy.
So Ateta na far. Moyes the honest say no we use this season.
Na mama Sam
there were seasons ago na Ateta no bought to say
Obama on
City mudia no ball na fe ben fa hwe.
The man is sign ni. Membu so asem. Ateta team we. Obiam ni PSG abo say the back go see.
Asembesi.
Obiam no buy na abo say the so he doesn't possess that extremism of attack.
We dey besen come here.
Besen ko. Na me dey be ha be twon. No. Udim se be kala Ateta no buy na PSG be bo Martinelli be start game no. Obe beti omo maba and then obe call on the counter but then not there no person kura ball be and what people have forgotten I me jedi areho kura ne say omo ne say Arsenal ne we able team ne rugged team that can keep the ball this Arsenal say because obe pass you they can keep possession I'm not deceive at some point in the game and round omo the ball to form last season omo the ball to form no bomb but against PSG people fan to form say against Bayern, no to be from sir. Against Barcelona, Liverpool, how? No, you need to go the other side. This game, let's reconnect some memories to the previous game. She Arsenal centre backs in the show no. She PSG centre backs and left a call Arsenal the so or Alex Commando the so.
No, and but system no. I'm almost shining. Apart from Marquinhos,
Sarah the
yeah, system ne buano because Vitinha ne ba Wolves. Do we go on your beam? So system no, and I'm a function, and I'm the born outside Gino.
Anytime there has been a chance at the back, it's probably 90% a goal. That is never my team. Why would you give free? Why? Me person say, just a team no na obi a strength in your rely o.
I said last week in so be I say near see football no say woman in my own say ball no say ball far goes a bem. Sana hurry mun na can last week.
Bona. Yeah. There's one secret about football man for share. Me can be faculty ko my fans in drum rebi but my kan wa. So what team na time bi abeko obi so. So je ball no the ball so na we defenders no so air face omu keeper said there opponent attacker and face keeper na when they defend it. Watch this situation.
Munyina mo attack it.
Bona Gabriel Epemeye no na Arsenal defenders no hwa ha. All of them no omu face here. If I can go back here, me pick say ball na ma. Ball na omu drop e ekosi achiri no. Me pese me nyina no ma. Now what's the person making us a perfect picture in the air? Okay, good. Now show me.
Okay. Call omupomo yet omani share the opposite side.
Well, Bobo na be draw. Well, Bobo no from this zone. I'm gonna be draw and half. I feel no matter 10 on a half 10. That's what I say. But that of buying Eddie, you know. Anytime there has been a chance, you know, omudi ball na chi omuso baby. Anytime there has been a half chance, whatever you want to call it, omunyina so run it. PSG nya chance. Said attackers in ba omunyina so baby. Then how do you then turn and face? You have two defender of you where you have two obi o feel only attackers in ba pepe. Buying attackers is an person chair. DM no crowd you see Kimmich when they have the ball. Kimmich, how often does he go for tackles? Of Vitinha. So two coaches now build a team that is so visible on the ball. Without the ball, everybody is virtually empty. Now who you defender how you so Krabani Huana. Ramos on the ball. Ramos on the ball. But to be the son who is but became I am a ball play centre back. No. Every chance should be a chance for the opponents. Because we are ball playing. Jonathan Tamunu is shame crying. They give chances. And Obama unya balance down with these wingers about 10-1-2-1-2-1-2. This is why the goals kept flowing. And then the Obasha more and they qualify. And you do be defend better.
Okay.
The Obasha more they qualify.
Say buying the car one.
Yeah, the Obasha more they qualify. But I really want to be confident and say this.
So this corner, the shortest player on the pitch last week. On also the can't on the 2 nights.
There's some defensive press for you, Yeah. I want for defensive pressure.
You never now Otiache will be our pitch and so no. On the born true net in him.
Born a walking in here.
I'm corner kick on second goal.
Beba. But you know, General, buy a for 3 General. But I'll have that again. Anyway. Oh, Zono. Never seen in here.
Some Musiala and Markeno.
You can see all of them at that same zone. Ujano free in General because this is man marking here. And then you have 4 and then near post. Yow. Say the way we see defenders and see them there. Me see the Bako share Arsenal or finally be Arsenal for the Pacrono. Look, Paris Saint-Germain and the Arsenal, but the bet 250. Shall they be I say? Paris Saint-Germain. As I say, 2 teams in the DM. And you had only say foul ball. DM no ever. What do you roll on the man? Vitia game or the name I can't catch. Vitia. Or the Vitia.
And I want to chino. The cheap
we selling my onion in the man because I'm a commission John. All the game first 5 minutes and I'm a baby everything or we just would the commission I'm saying to one bar when the big man had your man or John or the market minimum Louis Enrique why or the market not just offensive player or the man because Kimmich is deep too much quickly watch this ball we only say 5 ball and F man F4 ball with F4 and from this zone with this small ball no kwakwato net because obi an for block or touch the ball about 5 times and san was small ball no this defense we am dey go game no there maybe you could tell ho for goals because defenders no shame cry ball be ekopo mu
Charlie
Charlie
PSG for no do you know one thing Kvaratskhelia no ball na omo share na mo ball ni twa mu ko because omo nim say
obeba
o omo chi obeba. And any other player be born as say no. Ko born one e bi na no a soul of enya ya okoto £1. The power and the direction of the ball.
Omo defense na here. Yeah. Game well. So say one advantage no. Paris
PSG.
The only other advantage are buying a one or any company, any players no. Only advantage you have, I bet me I could see men Kansas score line for now. Venue, but we don't about distance the free buy. We've spoken a lot about these moves, but chances in the domestic game. No, now say how are you material right now? No, okay, say or predict score line very difficult. You know, say the Arsenal.
And also, okay, say Saka by the
game we make up for 3-3.
3-3.
Yeah,
and now can 1.
Yeah, game we make up for 3-3.
Then it means PSG make up final.
I can't tell you PSG ko.
I saw 1 goal advantage.
Company film. Because for 3-3.
Whoa. What even that say? Steve.
Yeah.
I'm not the one truth.
Me said me the one. I'm not the any. Mama say beba mama friend kakra bi.
And pick his clips, reanalyze them, and then video coach. Other than that, everything will be centered on the first game now, boy. And based on the first game. And you remember who you say the wave from the lateral no Ruggieri for Atletico Madrid home training and then Ben White and so home training 2 players were there na game now don't forget Obeka say Wontumi catch Ben White and then create me money pray and now Ruggieri for Atletico Madrid 2 laterals and 1 right back and 1 left back maybe make up for 1-0 for Arsenal
okay
make up for 1-0 for Arsenal. On the issue of
I don't know almost be 7 Ghana and among for the bay or my dear pa. Whoa, Steve Bray.
Yeah, we've seen an interesting sign of progress, and Arsenal qualify now. Actually, margin of Konyoma Bibri so say all the English clubs are ABG Champions League in recent years. No, they had to go through similar system and answer progress. Chelsea under Tuchel, it was a manager Obibe Fejumane Drew Baby and Obatua. So Manchester City winning the UEFA Champions League, it came like that. First they had to suffer heartache and omokobium. Yenya Liverpool under club or Kiev ekoluzi or bounce back. But before then, not obeying the semi-final, hover around the quarter-final, semi-final, and some eventually also final akoji. Yehu a host of other club, but the Arsenal, you know, say Shadrach Beboame with the graphic now. I think a manifestation of a team or my patient with the manager, not all show signs of progress season after season. And apart from it, 2 seasons ago they were eliminated in the quarterfinals.
Yes.
Last season they were in the semi-final. This season they've been in the final. Now, so far English club ne the success, no. And they say about Arsenal then it means that Arsenal will be second in the final. So you have other English clubs there now. Because Liverpool lost to Madrid and they came back again to win. Manchester City lost to Chelsea and Omoba against Inter Milan and they won it. Where enviable feat.
14 matches.
Yes.
Unbeaten.
And very impressive.
This season.
Yes, very impressive. I've not been a fan of the style of play of Arsenal, but I'm a candidate that say they don't have to play the way to please me. They have to play the way that pleases them, that wins them the trophy. And that is what they are doing. I'm born on shadow but an efficient machine, how to hit the jackpot. Bought a typical knockout style of football. No, to me the side in the room final. Now I will be Shiano went to me and settle in the first 20 minutes. A bad problem. That is the Arsenal team. No. Inti against Atletico Madrid, my can about Diego Simeone for a very long time. Say, Mike can about trophies awaje. Mourinho used to wear the be ma and as a statement to be ma as a Wenger. I think the perfect fit for that seminar is Diego Simeone.
Specialist in failure.
Yes. He's a specialist. They be discussing coaches and how Omuivovo try to translate, adapt it to the current situation. This gentleman fails to. There can never be a time that or a Diego Simeone type of player. A coach is a teacher. A teacher always has to adapt to the group of students. That is why you can say players of Manchester City typically need the Guardiola bepepa, but yet why? Because he's a teacher. You need to understand them. But for a manager not consistently or fairly, regardless of Sika or spending time with this attack, no specialists in failure, Eman say Sika no spending our Atletico Madrid, no. Never need the luxury of spending same.
Beno can say Arsenal Sika must spend or market or monomunya bi.
You are fellas way. And yet coach we na to Geoffrey Kondobia. Yeah. Thomas Lamar.
Clement Longley
mu nyina bo ewo. Diego Costa mabo ewo under this manager. So he's a specialist in failure. But you need to give the credit to Arsenal and your manager Mikel Arteta. I've had my issues with the persona and how he carries himself. But yesterday they did the right thing. And it was the best game Amasha Victor Gyökeres in the shed for Arsenal. Coach utilizing it very well. And the way he utilized Gyökeres, say Diego Simeone is able to utilize sort of Amma Alvarez any a chance to score because ahead of the game no injury record. So on to me maximum performance as other more in the first leg.
I was saying starting on Griezmann.
Yes, so you needed a helping hand. I was solo. So be using the stature no. Etime winning duels against Saliba and then Gabriel, but he didn't do that. These are some of the details and I'm as a coach in the Bayer ahead of the game. But they are not asking and say moment to be baba Ombenya go. And that moment Gyökeres was involved. To your far born left wing in the NHL Mukoye and Trossard, the unsung hero. He is one player where they power but untini from time of free Brighton Bayern, he has been that guy. Anna Otiminya as a shot at goal. Look at the poor defensive setup. Atletico Madrid player now it's like he came for a vacation. The one at this point, look at him. Look at him. Who say in situations like this, the first thing instinctively, the umpire say the centre back ever shot the goalkeeper whether he was able to grab it. Into the first thing is obey jumpy abe shield the ball no. Into the keeper then to me so first time. There's either you kick it away or wait for the goalkeeper so obey to ball no so far. But Uncle Sisa, it's been a very long time. And Arsenal, I think their first time Omoko Champions League final, they had similar stuff. Omoko beating all the records and Omoko rem into the final. So kudos to Arsenal, Mikel Arteta, Omoko final. To end the game, no. You see, Obi Obeka's a first leg, for the neutrals, but Obia, or what interest in football, Pa Obeka, it was a game that both coaches they failed woefully in terms of goal concession. You can't be leading a game 63rd minute 5-2 and the game ends 5-4. Football went bonkers with that score.
I'm say born or your stadium at 0-0 1-0 to say no day. Yet mamu goals no so almost say
me complaining. Me per goals no. I want to see the teams scoring because team bia want attacking and I say I want a strength. Baby ana ho odi gina. Inti se baby ana ho odi gina no omutimi ye adwuma efficiently. That is where you get your results. Maka about Jonathan Tah and then Upamecano say under no circumstance and a mepe woman. It's like smoking cigarette at the fuel station. You don't pair them. Because omunyina a similar profile, they lack the pace, positional awareness, or more problem kakra. In the new thing show videos, sometimes baby I also original asset as a center back, they are always out of position. Into 5-4-9 goals in a game there, it means a coach is 9 and so we analyze each goal and you to share. Was it Yao Neves goal now? Ne height any baby you run it by a head the ball you give credit to him for the direction of ball baby you team head the ball and you give credit to him but obi or market what defensive setup nim bia anya adwuma pa
Newcastle credit for the better thing.
Yes, but make sure mu game no sa no yaw look at it.
What if born to one commentator and say the shortest player on the pitch?
Yes.
Everything I leap here for
there was a problem with their structure. It was our game because the minimum coaches in this instance more assigning strikers to the first post. So on dealing with the crosses. But I remember who said make sure Arsenal game yeah, say minya PhD in the final man Arsenal kamepe than say minya Bayern. I think with Bayern they will have a chance. Arsenal will have a chance
to win. Oh, okay. But PhD.
Yes. Do you know why?
PhD
almost press better than Bayern Munich.
Okay.
And Arsenal defense, they are not comfortable when they are pressed that high.
And I mean, who will be post or X Nippon post 2021. And after the game, a rule and a month for courses now. Or no post 2021 and say Arsenal will win the Champions League in 2025-2026 season. And then I mean, who's about who can't say pray Paris Saint-Germain gets to the final. So quite buying the Arsenal affair. But say PhD but I feel your baby piano. Arsenal,
do you know I mean person me support a company.
Wontumi.
But new team making a point about Martinelli playing in games like that, or stretchy, they will have a chance. Why check it Bayern throughout this season? They have the knack of coming back. But in their last 3 or 4 games, Oma conceded as many as 8 to 9 goals. And you're good.
Last on the bottom table also. Hiding him.
And speaking well of a team that wants to win the UEFA Champions League. So another new thing called for 3-3. I think say we're being another feast of goals, you know.
But the Miami Belts build a BNT.
Oh yeah, saying.
I say Harry Kane being 2 shot on target. Dembele being 2 shot on target. Kvaratskhelia 2 shot on target. Dewey a shot on target to score. I can say Kane. Tiwu kikani nyina bo mana odds na no odin pa.
So and then you good. But need to say the obesha more no. The obey defend better than
qualify. Say the same as obesha more.
The obey defend
because when to me defend better means also obesha more.
Who say we know we share more no on your 5-4
still qualify PSG na qualify
and the company best switch the defensive master piece
why more the for when wakoto obi ara anya time well kabo
fancy
how was we dance now too much
I'm just me do no credit da wa no aka do mo ka na mimpe we mass na mimpe nyo na ompe mo ade ne o do she bia na okwaje ntinye da o de o pa mo mu na
o de 30 Arsenal the Champions League ni sa Premier League na o ma juma o
fa man for say am o say Arsenal Nigeria is am resign am so there bi na o ntimi kura anye na duru ho Arsenal
na so ma anye so mo so de no be ya ma o
wa so ma anye so de no be ya mo ndo mo nka
o ji ade no be ya Arsenal akwa Arsenal for fans so
o mo ji dia Omujide Champions League Arsenal dia me dey
there's no talk of Omokoji
Omunje kranje nuru ho
it see ade na obeye
ono si ensi
ade ni nsi wo se me nka ho asem
ka bo mfi
ade na ni ho ko ka ade ni wo se asem ade ni ho
operations
ere jize dan ye oko Budapest na chichiri wie mo mi gongo fo we o ma ko fa
na mi case
no
young God in you come
oza kumya mukoyi ba ko ne ba ye na Michael so wo so call agenda for one corner one job we are okay to see the two group na say hey
omo o dem say
na me yes me kwata internet so ha dey ba omo so say akro
so na we say me to di na me ju
internet so na dey omo wuro kapo ho ma bara I say that we meet me for me who
all I need to do is post
I say that we couple meet me you me call
press post
in a friend no I say couple no also excellent I say Jao master na me ko hokra Jao master na me ko hokra
yentu
and so ko na sweet
ni na ka game no na ye dey supremo yen kwa ene ye hu sembo
wa ni kakaka
numbers we see Arsenal
oh
anu de mi ni wo meba o de na meba pentama ko
I don't who ni wana
o pentama ko asema ko anim abusia yenkɔ na yeni komo na the woman say we the intentum so na yemfa camera the woman say ohwe say the nuama city Ghana ma no wo mu ebo modern that's na 20 o Uganda boy ma yeti
visit this guy pa are you god
and say no mu beka do che say Arsenal for the ko mu de mangasa
obono say no must be title
o man you mo
Arsenal je no body akroba
so me and me ma o be champions
say Arsenal for the trophy now no
NC was
anya so be no Arsenal beje
anu ko
na bi okasa
Pep Guardiola barista wa bo players
see anu ko hu me so pebe ma obi a opam na obetu hu fu a Arsenal
because what stand no ko
ana me ko relegation me so be no ma kwachi Arsenal too
Premier League so o de anya he
fancy o de kabotre
why yenko
enim na and Yes, the woman say at 20 man Uganda make us more airports and there are no pay racket egushia omo and omo din koma so omo kona fi omo kotoa so na enuamanye kama na omo qualify Ghana na ohe said the man is ejina ona FA pa omo edu airports make us after say president shia omo no omo airco international friendly the Black Stars of Ghana na me aduma in Mexico and a day boy ni na coach at in the squad no about 23-man squad of local players and a few foreign players and a 23 be ewom goalkeepers no Solomon Agbesi ewom Paul Reverson ewo Ayas oni diwom Gideon Esiako Dreams ni diwom defenders no Oscar Opon ewo Granada Ebenezer Dade ewo Dreams ni din ewom Ebenezer Aban and Ebenezer Anan ewo Saint Etienne and a few Manu Dua ewo San Diego FC ni din ewom Nathaniel J ewom bi and a few Razak Simpson ni diwom Da Costa Entry ewo Andalet ni diwom na Ebenezer Alban, El Heart of Lions, midfielders no, Emmanuel J, ono El Dundee United, Abdul Aziz Isa, El Barcelona Team B, Nidin Ebe, Mogestin Boache, El Sendetien, and Afi Majida Shimero, and Sudin Ebai, Ofarak Sachi, Jarrison, ono El Stoke City, Anna Salim Adams, El Mediama, and Nimo forward, and Afi Wingers no, Daniel J, Nidin Ebai, Felix Afenajan, back to the Black Stars, Nidin Ewomo, Ibrahim Osman Edin Ewom from Birmingham and Afi Prince Amwako and so FC Norgerland ni diwom Francis Amuzu ewa Gremio ni din apiemo and Joseph Opoku and so din abanti say and that way and fans of the Black Stars of Ghana.
One guy I'm happy for. Felix
Afenajan, that
and one sees you opportunity
of course.
And two.
Yeah,
Salim Adams. And yes, be more marker yeah. But my reasons in Tia make us assemble. For as I'm for Okromo Biana Salim.
Yeah,
Salim because I didn't hear a glaring MOB on a boy no born our born this season and you fluke because consistency work on the boy is
doing well.
Many goals are wash.
Yeah,
well you're very consistent and to see a young more opportunity and could be any massive.
What deliver. No.
Cause we about be last bat one game at the Beko World Cup. To my never know that platform World Cup no dinya playlist no so
very fancy. Very huge. And ya Joe BID Skabeba.
Kevin Prince what once one boot. After Portsmouth. Almost washed out Michael Ballack.
Yeah.
I'm an pro FA Cup and said I want to me more. Portsmouth area how can say Germany for so. Ono na wa sheda pra aye Balak said be ya Ghana ni German den ya who from there na AC Milan
by 5 the opportunity very very huge one. Vanzi Enra coach goalkeeper trainer coach Brantier Benjamin Asari see Ghana's number 1 as a goalkeeper trainer a monitor was say ohwe Enra na ne nuama ye pa na obeta abaso aba be hwe ni training session ni bi eno Gaspar Daniel wono ye goalkeeper trainer the Black Stars of Ghana what it to dynamic aduma in the league no match day 30 no say and it's here Brekum Chelsea almost 3 p.m. omene mediama and the boy ni Gold Stars ebe ball Samates 3 p.m. House of Oak omene Karela and the ball Swedro All Blacks omene 11 on the ebe ball Young Apostles omo tenefina omene Vision at the abo ni Bechem United omo bo Dreams and afi Basaka Holy Stars omo and the aduana at the boy in the Heart of Lions omo so omo Nations and the bo kotoko the omo game because hohoi for omo every game na game ba kwa me sorry na be for bem Brekum omo say den ne so omo get 3 points no Brekum Chelsea intene yet is a free gate omo bie pono no ato amemu aye ma na sa game we the game ano be shifa assistant coach and Chroma say a must win at the ma team no say ne den a Womuji the 3 points.
Playing against Mediama tomorrow will be an easy match for us, but Brekum Chelsea has to win this game to survive. So we are going to do everything possible. Say, it's a really match. Different. I say, was a really match. We be why they are a best different than to win this game because I know they survive. Almost a but yeah, maybe that was the engineer much we are in Kurabu. Just say, and possible. Maybe sign I was a match.
Assistant going to say,
8 minutes possible.
No relegation, there. Why
8 minutes possible. Fancy.
I never know Sevilla for no supporters negotiate. What is the coach in Casacra?
Yes, or the near to bigger picture. I see a World League partner Chelsea, our World Cup Champions League.
World League in the possible. Fancy offensive ready now with a former.
It was one coming as some more 2012 partner Chelsea in the Champions League. Michael Sarabodu said couple me can't see me couple it will never happen that Arsenal will win the Champions League. Supremo the couple on Facebook posted by Michael Sarabodu.
What's water?
Also what they told you.
What's a water?
And then the comment section
as I
was I'm down one Joe side chain. What ball side chain Akatani.
You're right.
So what will film put if you feel now,
that's how much this one can.
Oh, yeah, me blogger. I could go delete it. But the American radio is and you knew.
And to wish you looking
at me say cases of bear money. But in some places you posting as an example. Oh, and some people make a count, but ever cool mumu, but no lie.
Bob, my man, said you will be our money.
I was so pleased.
Yeah, my say is every day. When can we be
there on the 28th. I was 28th.
Oh yeah. Miss Ru, Francis or Jimmy D.
Judy.
Ah.
But
NC say Arsenal.
That's the word.
Oh, happy.
Social media.
So we must have what now? Only biggie go now biggie the punchlines be a
no fully biggie couple 3 inches.
Big Sana big
and me who video.
What's that 3 inches now? Me
Friday so NS for no chin
I don't know what's on your car. Busa as a couple bobby be them so couple than 18 million. So this na couple food me video. Why you couple send and
big guy me prepare this song. Me prepare this song I'm not big.
Say big
rapper will become once a man now they are new mama no. Say big so peso or big say big po bi aka no ho. Mongo busa ne say ni nuane ho ani nuane o tele. Biggie opesa mentele wana min blow. Biggie obeda mentele wana min blow. So Biggie so po bi aka no ho ni nuane ho onko hwehwe o tele. Biggie so po bi aka no ho ni nuane ho onko hwehwe o tele. Biggie min blow ana mentele.
Biggie means
Biggie we a warning ma Biggie sa Biggie no. A warning the mouth. Na funu nyina abedwo na big funu becho
what big wants my aka big loss no
big all loss in TV na usro no na big baby
no also in paboni Newton onye no ni
onye sisemu
Newton
ana kwa no
Bodu. Yes, okay, ranking. Wouldn't know who Pierre to group man.
No, you know what?
Okay,
oh, Salabo president. Let's
say, I can't put this shadow. But
no, big piece of more.
Salabo president said, "You're not holding himself." I don't know.
Of course.
Couple,
of course. Betting Aquaman Abros, Biggie when you're dumb, Biggie. Some Macadians say, me Kazo by me the Bayanium, and I did Biggie when you're dumb, and you're dumb, your comes. My future will be so I understand.
It's free our studio.
Mr. Shannon, my house of fancy the close to that. Can you punch like
no lies.
Come do to so far me feature.
Come here rapper.
Ana me came. I had the rappers wow.
Yeah, couple aye.
One ka say dey nyame dem a me nyame na mo committee.
By the close of the day. Na we dey me rom say free ho.
Oh ronza. O dey ko tra na ko ye musu me money taw. Na say me na ni unu me money taw wo dey die. Me money say
na tisi
na me strike wa. Wo si abie wo. Me money tano. To the okware obeka bi ayeti o.
Asabodu, hydrogen. To akoposu kapo.
Wagobo studio.
If he has mabuni pass me ball 4.
Asabodu.
Esi new team. Mr. Bodu. Okay. Ana Shadrack.
Omo no me dangerous.
We trap picture na the man young.
Yeah.
But Michael there no as a oto born and
omo sem no.
Where does he couple?
Mami tie.
Bijaze kapo bobi.
Kapo
akara on my pe.
Kapo
on oboko no dey kapo ofu be tete. Akara on my aka 3 inches pe on my pe.
kapo ti ase wo ti ase.
Eno am ka tere. Me ka tere no park na so. Se ti ade aka kitu aka be 3 inches on my pool. Eno am ka tere no.
Hey, Capo, Capo, they are a destiny consultant to me. Ni mu kasa. Hey, nti asema wo ken dey be careful Capo.
Yo.
Aka 3 inches na Capo futi se wo. Oku video se Capo ni antwa so ne ma me na busafo video.
No mu maka kire no do video.
And no internet any aka kire wo a different
asem we da no shi o. Me say aka 3 inches.
Na Capo no aba.
No film.
Over social media for me the Capo picture beto no de odi atu bigi.
Oku picture nka no kure. Tell me am hu TV so na no am hu fili.
Daddy yo and the nam kruma na mo ye no yo. Ba mon ka je ne say ope obi aka no ho a onko hwehwe hotel. This am ye no yo po watch Punky Joe.
Also ka kire wo
now I say
that na want to tantrums. Also ka kire wo.
This is one share ya watch na me man blue. Because no what Punky Joe. Hey. Se big ni ma onko bisa bra Joe. Dia me de ye no oni ni tankwa. O kasa na me ya me ball no kwao. That's Odo ho ba. Odo ho ba.
So ube prakwa. Yeah, odo.
Say any day. Say
na almost so no ka dey into no.
Oh, say omo de. Na omo nyina me numo mo say me strike me hwe obi adin. You know one.
Chira bosom de no say me hwe mu din.
Me hwe mu din na me strike here.
Na tisimu so a.
Wow, ka hu bia obeji.
O ka say me bi sa akode ko post za video no.
Yeah.
You know monitor mu nyina mu din.
Sa.
Oso onye.
Na bi oso onye.
Na bi oso ka chere
face. O ka chere wan.
Ah, one two no
man. Park no so hu me. And was na kabwa ya kasiyo na mzu de normal kasiye de no say is it all
wasumjo
wasu be so Wontumi na mzi de bi de tu a
okay
position
okay
me meet na we de wadaro ma
let's say the nim no anya ntum
oh da bi man catch by 3 inches no na ye kum ne 3 inches no na ha makuma no 3 inches we do 3 inches
couple foot is a face say
afro mafuwe
oh maybe oyi kwan ne to
we say
and few be
a fancy difference
o de
oka
baby couple into
so make natural so
wo du chair wo de wo du chair wo de wo du chair me say wo du chair wo de
omo le sare wa sore
me sore me fi
esa omo yi kama ni free cabo so a na for wa sore ko
na me fi no kra de wo du ma pon why baby
it is sorry na ko
baby bia
onyo hu ni papa
onyo
obi obehiem bia bebusa say fancy bobo bia beka say ah no say oka
o da me de so mun say me born me ya dia na me dida by air time no na yenim say na born be say na maka me bia acho unim ana won so hu say the last time say wo mu go me na me tia no you know video no my say only the professional athlete be atem bi
training
gym na me ya no o ti bi gu ni mu ba ba man mo nyere mo because training there
na I go training here
o dey be say so keep fit say nyi chinchina so o triceps and o biceps o say
fit we dey do training here
do say o pescara
ya pedo now trafie di
na pedo now wa hondi ni wa be this guy
nia edu bresa wo kwa woni bi say jai nye metas na be
na so fa meta wo aerobics mo ne stomach training ni bia
stomach it is stomach me 100 years account stomach me na my tricep
the more you training
be say me hu ba bi o training
cardio
twi
and aerobics
cardio twi
o na akoma ho adwuma
wiki akoma
football na srade no
football na run no or run ya twito na akojira ne nchen ho akoma no ye ho udru ho na wo kwa ya wo ni se jijai ne peska de hwem kra no ya yam ko
ya se ena se fo na mbese e kam bi kire obo mo tina amu we say to for frere say me maintaining calm maintaining calm me nine ho
oh yeah nyambo kire bebo
so to for be advert o
ya wo meet me back o de meet me back
almost baba ya omo na Friday
yambo a ya wo meet me back
so mo letter way
meet me back o
that me can say back me
because how me tea or being dropper ho no wa kire no me to dropper any ahwe bebo o ma minis wa
that be say me
but team no de ho yo host me team no ho no de o ntimi fa host ma ho
mate
yeah yes we be am ade hye ba ha na new fasuo ma me
that be say mamo bi a so wa because Mr. Pomo say what don't say so ara you guy coach na Ashley Young go ko cup game ana eso omo mo no ba balls ana say no be boy ti ana papa
Preston not ten
coach na o say on chiche minute o wa ma Ashley Young bana mo bi omo wi na coach no eso no on chiche boy mu lusu ma kwada yi papa yi ba yi mra no ne papa mo
history
I don't see Ashley Yango.
And let's say you be go mutim no. And let's say they settle it.
Say baba omo na hweso.
And let's say they settle it. You go mutim no. One na come bo holiday. No. Now they cause Argentina and Brazil hoyi. Una ma no
from friendly match.
No. Yeah, Ghana media there. Yeah, Argentina.
The whole Ghana.
Why so a media house no let bra Wontumi.
Yanko is a relative nim. Ya ka cha so penny ahano wan fa INC .nc INC
Steve ade akoma FM no me namra ho me bomb ni Mike say Mike oh ye be bo finance ye
pepe mu
pepe
train
no suffering
sir nice
I want to Ivory Coast
as a
Ivory Coast your boy your mo your bro your mo nko na onim ye fresh yam obiere obebo asum
French police are childa
almost so fire o take him almost so fire we must so
kanu munso kanu timi boy
kanu nante o kanu nante o nante
kanu timi amobon no
me so nante a o hu nante da no ahwe America kanu wo Abu Dhabi nante a enu ane kanu
Abu Dhabi
ne nante enu ane kanu
fache
me de fache Abu
Dhabi nzo ntimi
amo nante enu ane kanu
Abu Dhabi the trousers never more ball.
Oh, you say dia bro. 2 minutes no more.
I know you England ni ara.
Kanu Abu Dhabi says candy sanko fini na.
So when am Abu the trousers more ball.
That's a referee no cry you.
We run for man.
So yeah. Media team are ready no for let them bra. Yeah dey you need competition there because team now boys na guso na ya ye nyina ye be watch.
Anya say to one fresh here mo.
Say fantastic versatile player but me duro na me hwe me boys no. And as I'm afraid no so me ye change me penisa ma me watchri and me simiki
so jogging when me cabina na as I am trying Griezmann wa she go na you say na so no be ko americano
yeah ecosystem
on the e can say
dey me ya
idea
o me anya me ye tiefo ye me no dey
so na wudwa
and na life me patch all dey ma
ye na wudwa me na say me ho da bia masa Abu Dhabi are
Yo.
Hey, David, I'm going to chana mo man the way. Ebo bona dey say we dey agrana.
Abu su na funo ba. Yo, American committee for. Me pesa me no committee for. Da bay.
We are ready and I catch him.
Friday. Anake. Baby hero mo ye no.
Okay.
I'm ask for be train.
Okay. Yeah,
mo fa camera to ya so. Yeah.
Mimi ni na me.
So George fa baabi America hu a. The same manager de kase na we say ba say. Friday you communicate na
bo ho a.
Me bo ho me pese bo ho matiefo.
Okay.
Yeah, o de me bo ho nyene me hu biem.
Mate.
Friday yaw.
Obo so abesanji 2 weeks suspension o.
No, me ko me yadwuma. Atiefo de me jom wa.
Na wo bo ho abeji 2 weeks suspension.
My body be.
What bo? Emra down.
Yeah, Friday.
Because bo ogum ni ma say.
What me frefre do mama wo Friday ani wa. E pon program na 1 to 2. Omumra me ha me no America fancy.
Say what pon program 1 to 2.
Ah, e pon ya 1 to 2.
I don't want dey.
E pon so anya 1.
Say we are there na on match ntina 1 to 2.
E je fa time be.
Yem pe professional say be a code am no mo fix time my.
All right. Eti ene ya ne sa. Ma twa so ha.
Ah,
ya twa so ya.
Hey, wo ga say wo 1 2 no America ko.
Yo, me si me dey sia.
Na wa akoma.
Ya, ye fa sia why?
Am on 9 deceive you.
Ye ne ko ran kasa.
Mate.
Okay.
Semens. How many semens for nin komo? One new team. Obo bow ro. Mrs. Naboko there.
Achanya me adam boko.
Okay, ye nin komo.